Now that I'm done talking a mile a minute, we shall begin the show. We open on the blackness of space. Stars twinkle in the night sky. It's space. They twinkle in space. You get the image. We see a single planet in the distance. Its surface desolate, cracked, a desert stretching on for miles. It seems to be if Kansas or Arkansas, nay, if Texas were a planet. And as we slowly approach, by Noah drawing the circles steadily larger.
That's what we call a low-budget zoom effect.
Well, they did it in Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. That's what they did.
Wait. It's even. Wait.
Oh,
All right.
there we go.
Oh.
Whoa!
But notice the planet doesn't get any more features.
Yeah.
Ball.
A storm rages across the surface of the planet, making it impossible to see what's happening. And we hear a narrator say these words. Orbis is home to countless star systems and a variety of alien cultures. 3 distinct factions war for control of the unclaimed territories, each with their own noble and morally gray reasons. The United Planets of Earth, who seek to end the violent conflict. The Hand, who gains strength from chaos. And the Empire of Order, whose will is imposed by military might. And we zoom in through the planet's surface past the clouds towards a glittering tall city covered in American flags and questionable morals. And we find a man by the name of Carlisle. Carlisle is a human male medic in the city of New Texas. He was born on Earth and lived a fairly normal life of peace and prosperity. I'm now going to use the second person because it'll be baffling for me to continue to try and change pronouns as we go. You recently enlisted in the UNE's military to help end the war on Orbis. You have been assigned to the colony of New Texas in Orbis and have been assigned to the local hospital. By the way, that sentence structure is awful. You are scheduled to be deployed to the front lines in the coming months. You are sitting in the back of a large room with many other soldiers. A tall, red-faced man comes onto the speaker and addresses you. Who's going to play?
Now hear me off.
Oh, there it is.
For today is your first day on the job. My name is Captain Devereaux, and I will be one of your supervisors.
Beautiful. Jesse, introduce us to Carlisle. Who is he and what makes him tick?
Let's find out what makes him tick.
All right. What do you want to say?
I walk over to
hell
a
yeah.
piece of rusted metal. I kick it over, hock a gob of spit, shine it till it's shiny, and take a look at my reflection.
Get over. Hawk a...
Where's his face?
What do you call it? Hawk a what of spit? Wad?
A wad of spit.
Great. Shine it until I can. What did you say, Lauren?
Oh, I just asked if there's no mirrors in space. Like, why does he have to do all this work?
Why so?
Because the character last week looked in the mirror, and I'm trying to change it up.
That's good. Why is there just a rusty piece of metal in the middle of this, this room?
This hospital needs an upgrade already.
Look, our quest log says end the war on Orbis, so we gotta do what we can.
Good point.
And we don't know how good New Texas is.
That's true.
We don't know how nice it is. It
Yeah,
could be
I'm thinking
terrible.
this is like messy future, you know, like
Oh, okay, so a bit
rusted.
cyberpunky.
Dystopian.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like original trilogy Star Wars, not prequel trilogy.
Yeah, okay. That's nice. You walk over to a piece of rusted metal. You kick it over, hawk a wad of spit on it, and shine it till you can see your reflection.
Son, what do you think you're doing?
I'm shining my bayonet, sir.
You're shining your bayonet.
Space! Why are there bayonets?
It's my space bayonet.
It shoots lasers.
Yes, sir. You told me to keep my bayonet shiny, so I always know what it is I'm holding in the midst of battle.
Devereaux smiles and chuckles. Wait, what? so it's
Judge
space.
Watt liked that.
Yeah, apparently.
If it's not,
Devereaux's
If it's
high
not
as shit.
clean, then you may forget that you're holding your
Why?
rifle.
Yeah. Why would you? So your job is to shine your bayonet. We didn't look in our reflection, by the way. I'm going to type that in now. But we need to shine it so you know what you're holding.
I thought it was my bayonet, but
I wasn't sure what I was holding until I shined it. Now I know it's a.
Which it was a rusty piece of metal.
Oh, it turns out it's a cat.
I
It
call
could
it.
have been a cabbage. I'm not sure.
I call this my tetanus booster. If Carlisle isn't a JoJo character, is he the guy from Twilight?
You mean Taylor Lautner?
Oh, here we go. You look at your reflection. I can't wait for this in-depth conversation of a description of exactly what we look like. Your reflection is that of a normal human being.
Boo.
You're not fat. You're not skinny. You're just right. That seems a bit... All right. I don't know. That's a bit problematic.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed. My porridge is too hot.
Your facial features are very plain, but who has the time to worry about that? You have short brown hair, and your eyes are green. They just describe the most like John Doe character in the entire world. What's the Gary Stew?
His name is Carlisle Everyman.
What do you do, Carlisle?
I throw my bayonet against my shoulder, and I report to Devereaux for my assignment.
Nice. There we go. You throw your bayonet against your shoulder and report to Devereaux for your assignment. Lauren, can you, while this loads, tell me a little bit about New Texas? What
love
is this
to,
place? Yeah.
So, we all know that everything's bigger in Texas. Except Texas on Earth actually just started to grow. Like it was it was taking growth hormones, and like it was like this whole thing in the Earth, and like it was just super problematic.
Wait,
that
so-
it ended up breaking away.
Okay.
From the United States of America, and eventually we were like, well, we love this culture, we need to preserve it, but there's just not enough room on Earth for Texas, so why don't we, control C, control V into the space.
Great.
And now we have New Texas.
So
that
New
it has all the
Texas-
space it needs to grow.
Right. New Texas is just the landmass that is Texas with an atmosphere in space.
Yeah, but it's even bigger,
It's bigger because
and it just keeps ever growing.
Right. So what you're telling me is that people injected growth hormones into the ground, and it literally made Texas bigger.
Yes.
That's science, I guess. Great.
You have to yes and.
Yeah. And you know what? Science is here for the yes and. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I know you're watching. What are your thoughts on this?
Maybe they didn't inject it. Maybe it
Neil
has to do
deGrasse
with the
Tyson
rain.
probably has some snarky tweet that he's gonna.
How would you react if you were like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, you watch this, you know?
And he's
then
like, yes, I do.
Tomorrow there's a tweet, and you're like,
Oh boy, Neil deGrasse Tyson calling us out on human growth hormones affecting the landmass of Texas.
I'm an astrophysicist, so I know everything about human growth hormones.
You throw your bayonet against your shoulder and report to Devereaux for your assignment. You approach Devereaux, who is still speaking with the other soldiers.
Sort of funny.
He says,
I don't have time for jokes, Captain. I have a war to end.
you're a medic. You're not even fighting in the war.
My quest is to end the war, so
And how do you suppose you're gonna do that?
by curing everybody.
Through injection, like Texas.
If that's what it takes.
I like the way you think, Carlisle.
Wait, we're on a first name basis? What is their relationship? I feel like they know each other.
Well, he's my captain, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess would he just call you Carlisle? Like, hey, Carl.
I guess like, maybe I don't have.
Buddy.
I don't have a title because I'm the medic. I'm not an actual.
Yeah, you're
soldier.
right. You're not an actual soldier, but you fucking have a gun. Sorry, Mom. As if you do, and I love that. So you
In
say,
case I need to shoot the flu.
yeah, stab it with a sharp piece of metal. What do you say?
I don't have time for jokes, Captain. I have a war to end.
You say this with a straight face. Devereaux looks at you for several seconds before bursting into laughter, as do all of the other soldiers with him. Ah!
You're a funny one, kid.
He says,
All right, it's time for your first deployment.
I'm going into combat.
you ask.
Well, of course.
Devereaux says, what do you mean, of course?
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a soldier.
I'm saying it.
Jim
Devereaux.
Jimothy
Jim.
Spaceman Devereaux.
Damn it, Jim! Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a soldier.
But do you call yourself a man?
You quote your favorite TV show, and Devereaux smiles.
Wow, AI Dungeon is surprisingly aware.
That's the spirit.
Wait, that's the spirit. You
He's
just told him,
literally-
like, no, I don't want to go to war. And he's like, yeah, all right, let's go.
You don't need it, kid. You're a good medic.
Devereaux tells you that although the UNE has implemented a draft to increase the manpower of ground forces, they could always use more medics. Can you say that in character for me, Ethan? I'm curious how he makes this known.
Well. Well, although the UNE has implemented a draft to increase the manpower of ground forces, they could always use more medics.
Oh.
And that's what you're good for, kid. Medical stuff.
Medical.
7 years old.
All right, canonically now. Oh shit, I just hit undo. Sorry, Mom. I'm 47 years old. Full stop.
Not a kid. He just says that about
We flash back to a moment in his childhood where he, as a 12-year-old, was like, I'm a man now. I never had a childhood.
What? We don't know how old Jim is. Jim could be much older than you. That's pretty standard for them to call you a kid.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I forgot that he in the world didn't say what, kid. So I just randomly typed, I'm 47 years old. And the AI is like,
Let's
all right.
let's read it though, because
All
that's
right.
funny.
All right, go ahead, Ethan.
Sorry, kid. We'll try to keep you out of the war.
Wait, what? No,
Devereaux tells everyone in earshot that you just joined at the ripe old age of 47.
He just joined at the ripe old age of 47.
The other soldiers laugh and applaud you. Ah, yeah, all right, yeah,
Way to go.
that's old. The other soldiers laugh and applaud you. You're not sure how to feel about being put on the spot like this.
look, just point me to my ship, all right?
We won't be using ships anymore.
We use space canoes. Grab a paddle, son.
I want a space canoe.
I want a crew. That one just highlighted my message, says, stop cussing. All right, just for you,
The
Jess.
space canoe and its crew of few.
Every time I swear on the show, we take a drink.
Okay.
I'm going to try my best.
I'm gonna
All
run
right.
out of wine.
I'll be good. I won't swear in my illustrations.
Thanks. So, you say,
Look, just point me to my ship, all right?
you stammer, incapable of coming up with a more eloquent way of putting this.
Thanks, AI Dungeon.
Devereaux obliges.
It's that one.
Wait, it's right there? It's just pointing out a window to a
Right
massive
next to us.
dropship flying overhead.
The UAS Heraclitus.
It's an unfortunate name. It takes you several minutes to walk to the dropship. Let's look at the UAS Heraclitus. I'm curious what it looks like. And then we should introduce a character in the form of a crew member, so we can get Lauren in on this action.
Also, bonus points to anyone who can spy my nerdy mug.
Ooh, I mean, I can spy it. It's in your hand. What do you?
That looks like it's a.
10 points to whoever can see that I'm drinking my...
No, I mean, as I'm drinking, see if you can tell what the message is. I'm not gonna hold it still.
I mean, I could tell it's
Thousand-
I could tell it's a Skyrim one. Is it like a arrow to the knee?
No, it's better than that.
Oh, okay. I'm very excited.
1,000 points to
I'll
anybody
just
who
show you.
can see me.
It says, "I hate Morndas."
Ah,
I hate you.
that's so
I
good.
hate you.
That's really good.
It's really funny.
I'm very upset.
You look at the UAS Heraclitus. The Heraclitus is a large dropship dwarfing all other UNE vessels. Why are we giving it to the medic? Why does he
There's
have
a
this?
lot of people that are
I've
sick.
gotta cure this war.
There's a lot of upset people.
It has a large number of turrets mounted on it. It has an armored exterior scarred by laser blast. It's covered in bullet holes. Why are we giving this to the medic?
Maybe I'm not owning the ship. I'm just gonna be part of the
Okay,
crew.
because this is fully like this is like a gunship. This is like you send this in front line.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk up to the side of the ship, and I'm gonna trace my hand along the bullet holes, and I'm gonna say, "Don't worry, we'll get you back, ship shape."
So upset.
Here we go. Lauren, tell me a little bit. You're a lore drop. Lauren's lore drops. Tell us a little bit about the past history of the UAS Heraclitus.
For sure. So, actually, several millennia ago,
Wow.
but it's space, so time is relative. There was actually an outbreak of hiccups on a neighboring planet.
Classic.
But the hiccups ended up being different because it's a different kind of planet, and everybody started to get like really acidic burps from it. So a lot of these bullet holes have to do with like the patients that were being transported to and from planets and to the hospitals and stuff.
Wait.
But also everybody was like, everybody hates that one person who just starts hiccuping all the time. So all the other planets that they were passing by were like, you know what, this is an opportunity to take them out. So it's been through a lot, inside and out. But it's one of those kind of like little war relic things that we're like excited by as part of our space history.
Exciting.
But now that we're at war, like we have to use it. Like nothing is stuck in the museum anymore.
If they had acidic hiccups that ate through the hull of the ship, is it still like airtight? Is this a safe thing to do?
Look, let me tell you something. They dragged this ship out of the museum and threw it back into service, just like
It's fine.
me.
He was an actual museum exhibit.
I was supposed to be retired.
He's a robot. He's actually a robot that was in a museum, but it's like, you are based on the best medic we've ever seen.
I was supposed to retire 20 years ago because I was really good at the stock market.
At 27.
I
Nice.
was planning to retire.
He invested in
27.
GameStop. Like
He invested in GameStop at the age of 27. That sounds about right.
Here. I'm gonna just pin that this is a sci-fi story, so that the game knows that.
Listen, Dungeon.
Best to remind the dungeon that we are in space.
All right, give me a second. So you guys vamp and be funny while I do boring stuff.
I've essentially drawn a toaster. I've drawn a toaster with turrets on it.
Turret toaster.
Toaster turret. Yes, this'll do.
it's nice. I actually feel like the holes in it allow for aerodynamics.
Wait,
Just
you don't
They
need
allow the air to
aerodynamics
come
in
in
space.
and then
There's no,
leave.
yeah, there's no,
Oh, right.
there's no air, therefore there are no dynamic pieces.
In fact, in
no
a pinch, you
dynamics
can use
for the air.
it to filter your coffee.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Do you put the Mr. Coffee next to the bullet hole?
I like my coffee dangerous.
There we go.
Wait, you call this a radar? No, sir, we call it Mr. Coffee.
Delightful. All right, let's start reading. You walk up to the side of the ship and trace your hands along the bullet holes.
Don't worry.
You say,
We'll get you back to ship shape.
Lauren.
Well, I'll say.
Sorry.
I think this one's you, Lauren.
You get
That's
it.
okay. Sorry. Well, I'll say.
You turn around to see a young male private. All right. Someday we'll have a female character. With dark black hair and a thick beard. He's got a beard, too. That's great. His eyes are red, as though he hasn't slept in days. Does not sound
You
like...
can't fool me, Susanna. I know that's you under that fake beard.
Oh, there we go. How do you spell Susanna? How do you
It's-
want it? With a Z?
It's like the O
Yeah.
Susanna.
Yeah, perfect.
There's got to be Z's and Q's in there because it's space.
A silent Q in the middle of
Right
the
at the
name.
end.
There we go. So you say,
You can't fool me, Susanna. I know that's you under the fake beard.
a private what? It's a private. Jess, come on. The soldier stares at you a second before laughing.
Nice! I really had you there, didn't I?
Flushed with embarrassment, you stare at your feet.
Yeah, I really fell for that one.
The soldier laughs again and offers his hand to shake. Wait. Is this a man who is disguised as Susanna, disguised as a man?
This
No,
rabbit hole goes
it's a
deep.
boy named Sue. It's
Oh, it's a boy
Sue.
named
Fine.
Sue.
Like,
Great.
yeah.
Who just doesn't have a beard in real life. Great. Cool. So you've now shaken his hand.
Of course.
What is your relationship to Sue?
I feel like we used to date. We were like medics together,
Oh. All right.
and then it got messy.
The relationship or the battlefield?
Relationship is a
Yes.
battlefield.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Susanna, I haven't seen you since the incident. I'm surprised they got you out of the museum too.
The incident has to be capitalized, right?
Yes, the incident.
The incident. What was the incident? Or are we leaving this for just like
I feel
dramatic
like it will
irony?
never be defined.
So you said,
feel like-
haven't seen you since the incident, and you mentioned the museum. How did you word it again?
I'm surprised they got you out of the museum too.
Surprised.
I like how the drawing of the beard, it clearly looks like it's cardboard. Just like tied around the person.
Got no depth.
That's like a popsicle stick below
Yeah,
it.
there's no doubt this is a fake beard. No one was getting fooled by this.
Here we go. You and Sue used to date, but it got messy. As they say, a relation shit. Ah!
A relationship. It was a relationship.
Ba-da-ba.
A relationship, or a relation as they call it in space, is a battlefield,
Susanna,
you say.
I haven't seen you since the incident. I'm surprised they got you out of the museum too.
Yeah, well, things change. I'm more valuable on the front lines than sorting through relics and investigating ruins.
She replies, is Susanna okay? What's her
Wow.
story?
I feel like she was Indiana Jones at one point.
It's watching Wazowski.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Sue sighs and looks at you with an expression of quiet concern. You haven't been on the best terms since the incident. But she's hoping you'll be all right.
So I guess we're piloting this thing together.
Wait, why was there such a suggestive pause?
Because everything I do is suggestive. Susanna's now a girl. Are we 4 disguises down? I think she was always a girl.
honestly,
She just
I
was wearing
don't-
multiple disguises.
No.
Susanna smokes a pack a day and also is a wax sculpture with no lungs.
It's space, baby.
She uses all of the pronouns, and we love that for her. Lovely. I like Sue. It was a complicated relationship. You say,
So I guess we're piloting this thing together.
Yeah!
she's so gung-ho. She replies,
The computer assigned us to the same command pod during the mission. Just remember, when it comes to the final battle, we need to work together if we want to come out of this alive.
is this a sustainable voice? Are you going to be okay? That's amazing.
Do you guys not know I'm in a metal band? Like, this is fine.
Wait,
This is
wait a
news to
minute.
me. What's the name of your metal band, Lauren?
We're more of like a music collective. Trails is what we're. Yeah, it's like. Anyways, it's fine.
Oh,
That's
I was
so
gonna say,
cool.
what was the band from last week?
Oh,
yeah,
Fire
oh my
Sword?
Flame sword, fire sword.
Oh,
It
I
was
love Fire
Fire
Sword. I miss Fire Sword. They fell into the sun immediately after being introduced.
We
All
knew
right.
them for a good time, not a long time.
So what do you say to this, Carlisle? As your
I
ex...
got plans later, so looks like I'm gonna have to come out of this alive.
I hate this man. Is it like... It's like a Steven Seagal movie where he's just going to snap everybody's necks and be fine.
I'm a walking cliche.
Love them.
Wait, if he's snapping people's necks and he's a medic, does that make him a chiropractor?
Yes.
He's just creating his own work.
Diagnose you with death.
Fire Sword on Spotify when. Susanna is the DM trying to tell the players to stop being lone wolves. All right. So you say,
I've got plans later, so I better make it out of this alive.
You bastard!
she laughs as she punches you in the arm. She seems pretty chill with everything that's happening right now.
Oh, it's me still. Sorry. So we've got a few hours to kill. You want to spar as always?
Sure,
You say,
but I'm going to win this time. Last time was a lucky break.
oh my god.
We'll see about that.
This is no holds barred, snapping each other's arms.
I stab her with my rusty bayonet.
Oh my god, do you actually?
No. You polished it. It's no
Oh.
longer.
I stab her with my polished bayonet.
There you go.
What if you actually murder this woman?
Well,
you
I'm
could.
hoping that she'll block it.
All right. Maybe I should have said stab at her because I fully said stab
Oh,
her as a
Maybe
definitive.
if we had done story, we could have said that she blocked it.
Missa Life says, as the creator of Fire Sword, I'm sorry to tell you they died in a sun crash in the last story.
Thank you, Ms. Life. You will never be forgotten for
Hold
your
up.
contribution of
This-
Fire Sword.
My dungeon has just ignored
We've
our yes.
So we have a hard cut. You stab her with your polished bayonet. The next day, you and Private Conway prepare for the lunch as the Heraclitus leaves orbit and begins the Burning Moon's orbit. Begin the Burning Moon's orbit? I don't know what the burning hyphen
Enters
means.
the burning moons.
And
orbit.
enters the... Okay. Okay. So Texas is orbited by a flaming moon.
That's where
Lauren,
Fire Sword's from.
Lauren, give me Lauren's lore drops. Give us what is the flaming moon of Texas?
Sure. So the thing is, the people of New Texas, being originally from Earth, were feeling a bit homesick for, their own moon. But they couldn't take Earth's, right? Because Earth still needed it, so they had to make their own. Unfortunately, clearly New Texas is having difficulty with their
Obviously.
chemical sustainability. Like, they're clearly not getting these compounds right. So they tried to make this new moon based on the old one. However, something went a little bit wrong, a little too much potassium, and it's just chronically combusting.
Chronically Combusting is a great album title for Fire Sword.
Fire Sword's debut album, Chronically Combusted.
You stab her with your polished bayonet. The next day, you and Private Conway prepare to launch as the Heraclitus leaves orbit and enters the Burning Moon's orbit. Once again, bad writing. The transport ship docks with the Unworthy Destroyer. What a name of a ship! To pick up the final passengers, a team of 5 other soldiers who will be your co-pilots and operators for the mission. Transport shuttles land and several doors are opened. Let's get a look at these 5.
I feel like we go to story and say like the door slowly opens, revealing the 5.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Cinematic as hell. Revealing.
Gosh, isn't there like the Star Wars animated series? Isn't what is it? The bad guys? There's something like
there's
this
bad
where
guys.
it's No, I know. But like there's like the bad clones kind of thing that
the
end
Bad
up being like
Batch?
the Star Wars. Yeah, Bad Batch. Thank you.
What?
I was like, I'm not crazy.
Wait,
I got
are
you.
you doing
I
a
got
Bad
you.
Batch Star Wars poll right now?
That's what it reminds me of.
All right.
Lauren is sponsored by Disney Plus.
That's why I'm using their colors. Maybe.
Maybe? The door opens slowly, revealing the 5 mercenaries. 4 men and a woman. All right.
Drink.
Yeah.
Take a drink, Weary.
Here we
Have a
go.
look.
Go ahead,
Hey.
Ethan.
I'm Andy.
Hi, Andy. Is that an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting? We open the door slowly to
Jackson
reveal
broken?
5. Am I broken? What happened? Is everything? Can you hear me? Oh no.
Yes.
Okay. Hello. Welcome back. Recoding was overloaded. Oh, I dropped frames for a hot second. We're back. I'm drinking Guinness. Good for you. What was I going to say? The door opens slowly to reveal 5 mercenaries. First one steps forward, a beautiful battle-scarred man, and he says, "Hi." So Andy is
Howdy.
Andy
Andy.
is a bulky man with dark tan skin, and he's wearing a cowboy hat.
Nice.
The second man steps forward.
I'm Frank.
Says the second, a tall and skinny man.
I think we
dressed
lost
in-
camera on Twitch. They're all freaking out.
Oh no, Jackson, we cannot see you, Lamau. Oh, what happened?
Lamau.
Oh, I see what happened. Oh no, it's only Ethan.
love
Hi, Ethan.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my
Ethan
channel.
has now commandeered the stream.
There we go.
This
You're
was
at
my
the behest
plan
of him.
all along. While we're doing
Sorry,
it,
I
will
wanna
choose a virtual
read this
background.
line of dialogue again because this is a hilarious way to introduce yourself. So we're gonna start over. Andy, say hello.
Hi, I'm Andy.
Says the first one, a bulky man with dark tan skin wearing a cowboy hat.
I'm Frank.
Says the second, a tall and skinny man dressed in leather.
And I'm not.
I'm not. Let's look at the third
So
man.
I should have backed away from the mic on that one.
Fam. What a fam, aka it was frozen on Ethan's face. My God, it was all planned. The man's skin is dark, and he has a lanky build with his long arms. His lips are thin, his eyes deep set, his nose hooked, and his black hair pulled back into a ponytail. Is this like Cowboy Snape?
I was gonna say. I feel
I
like
love him. He wears a pendant around his neck, seems to resemble an eye within a pentagram.
turn to page 394.
That's you, isn't it? Just
Eric.
He's Arif. I like how the first two guys were like, I don't know, he's a strong guy, tanned. This guy, he's Andy. This man, his lips are thin, his eyes deep set. I wonder if he'll be an important character.
Well, here's why.
He won't
I'm
be.
Arif, and I'm the sheriff.
Oh, Sheriff Arif. I look at
Arif.
Sheriff
Arif.
Arif. Let's
Eris.
introduce him. Are you cool playing both Arif and the main
Sure.
character? Yeah,
I'm
have fun
used
with
to
that
talking
one.
to myself.
This guy's sick as hell. He's so cool. Well, you look at Sheriff Arif, who is a woman, it turns out. Her eyes are cool blue gray. Her hair is black with a tinge of dark red that comes down to... Wait, no, there's Arif and then there's Sheriff Arif, who's a different person. Because this
Oh,
person... We had
no.
the man... Oh, no, this is the man who just introduced himself as, I'm not. And then someone else says, I'm... No.
Oh,
Now I'm
so
confused.
Not is the guy that looks like Snape, and
Yes,
Arif is
Is
the woman.
the
Who's
woman
sheriff.
who's the sheriff.
Wait,
Cool blue
is
gray.
She also is she part of the 5? Or
Yes.
is she
She's the
someone-
one
okay.
woman of the
we only
5.
got 3.
There's 4 men and a woman. Maybe the third one can't speak.
No, he's mute. Thank God, because we can't do this. This would be impossible. We have to keep track of who's playing who. This just be a.
Usually we're trying to introduce more characters.
Yeah,
so that we have
we've
people
somehow
to play.
introduced too many people. Are we sure this isn't Fire Sword's origin story? This is Fire Sword.
I'm okay with that.
This is a prequel to last
Fire
week.
Sword.
This is a prequel to last week's
It's
episode.
true, because the planets still exist and haven't been smashed together by a spaceman.
Yeah, JudgeBot says that we look at her, so we got 2 points.
Oh, good.
Oh, are those our first points?
No, we're at
no,
20
we
right
had
now.
10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that happened. Noah, emergency voiceover actor. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the game open in front of him. But Noah, just in case.
In case I could bring it up on my phone and try and
No, it's good.
focus on both.
Ethan can be all of the dudes. Lauren can be Sheriff Arif, and I'll be the one that's silent.
Nice.
I think if there's one that's silent, Ethan should play 2 of them, and then Lauren will play the other 2. We'll divvy them up in a
Right.
second. I'm assuming I'm not is the only one who doesn't speak because he doesn't introduce himself. He just says, I'm not part of this convo. I'm not even playing the name game. I'm gonna
He's
keep
the one guy at the D&D table who's like, this sucks.
Fuck, I don't want to. Ah, damn it! Ah, twice.
Swear jar.
All right. Her eyes are a cool blue gray. Her hair is black with a tinge of dark red that comes down to her shoulders and is tied behind her. She has a pale face with freckles. an upturned nose, and thin lips. She's in good physical condition. Why are you talking about like an Amazon
Thanks
package?
for that.
Yikes. Why would you say good physical condition?
That's like a Dwight Schrute
Yeah.
compliment.
Good physical condition? Broad thighs and slender legs. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Jeez.
I'll admit,
She's
I'm
an
not,
excellent prize hog for the fair.
Yeah.
I'm not drawing
Wide
that.
birthing hips. Why
I'm
are
not
we
drawing
talking
it right
about
now, but I'll keep that in mind, I guess.
this? She is a horse, obviously.
Yeah, broad
The
thighs
sheriff
and
is a
things
horse.
Think of like Mr. Tumnus.
Oh,
Okay.
great. She's an alien.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Noah's frantically
that.
controls Ed.
Lauren,
She's a
thank
centaur,
you.
guys.
Lauren,
here for
thank
you.
you.
All right.
Whenever we see a full view of her,
She'll have
boy, howdy.
legs.
she'll have legs for days.
People are just
The
talking
Snape
about Fire
one looks
Sword.
so Snape-like.
With
It's
a
amazing.
body like that. Yeah, this is great.
I love it. I like how we have Space Snape, generic cowboy man, bodybuilder, Mr. Tumnus is redhead. What a band of characters. What do you do,
Who's
Carlisle?
the fifth
He's not.
one? Oh,
The one with the pentagram. Oh no, that's Space
He's the
Snape.
one where if this were an animated series, there's always something in front of his face.
Yeah.
Like he's always like
just tall
every
enough
time
to
you
be
cut
out of
to him, there's
frame.
like he's got a newspaper up or like his hat's too low. You
I
just
love
never
that.
See his face.
Or he's the
This
Lorax,
is every D&D
apparently.
party. Yes.
I like the one. That's cute.
wait, no, it's fine. It's a plant.
I'm behind the plan.
I brought this plant with me just in case.
It's my emotional support plant.
Lauren's lore. This is common, obviously, in New Texas. So, what's the name of this emotional support plant?
Oh, well, you can like make up like your own names. Like it's basically the living version of pet rock.
Oh,
So you can come up with your own kind of like pet names for it. But otherwise, this is your garden variety speculomoid. So like they're pretty common.
It's
like,
a speculomoid.
Yeah.
Neat.
that's fun. I like
I have
how
a pet rock named Rocky.
this is every D&D party. This is just like,
Honestly,
this is really funny. Carlisle, what do you do or say? Let's carry the plot forward.
I survey the ragtag group of misfits.
it's gonna give all new descriptions.
I bite my lip to keep from saying what I really want to say, and instead I just say, "All right, let's do this."
Nice.
Can I take this time to clarify what this is?
What is this?
What is
Plot.
this?
Do this plot.
Let's go do the plot.
You
Here we
know,
go.
medic the war.
Yeah, I feel like we spent all this time designing our Sims, and now we have to like.
We have
Everyone spent
I'm
like
establishing mood.
everyone spent an hour in the character creation. This is session 0. DM hasn't written anything. You survey the ragtag group of misfits. You bite your lip to keep from saying what you really want to say, and instead say,
All right, let's do this.
"Wait, what?"
This is bullshit!
The hand says, turning on his heels and walking towards the door.
Fuck this! I quit!
Says the Empire reject, following the hand out of the room.
oh,
Frank shrugs, taking a seat in the corner. You watch as your rest of your team departs without a word. All right, so
That's gotten rid of them.
now that we've spent 15 No.
Everyone got cool code names, but they forgot to
no.
introduce them. No, it just starts erasing them.
Oh no, we spent so much time.
No.
Oh
This is
We spent so long.
Here's what I'm gonna do
All right.
to railroad the dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn and look at disguised Susanna and say, "Well, at least you're still with me."
I was really excited to see where my high voice for Andy was gonna go.
I like how
how do I recover
immediately
from this?
our entire cast has
oh, is Andy gone? Did
gone.
Andy leave? I don't know who left. I just know that a few of them left, so I took.
Oh yeah, I don't think Andy's gone yet.
Andy will be here. Andy's here with his high voice.
Oh, thank God.
I'm Andy.
You turn and look at Susanna and say,
Well, at least you're still with me.
I'm not staying.
Ah, fuck.
Son of a.
We kind of set that one up, to be honest. We set it up. Everyone's leaving, and of course the character goes, well, at least I still got you, my best friend. It's like, no, man.
Fuck off.
Carry on there, Lauren.
This is a suicide mission. I'd never forgive myself if I let you go off and die.
You're about to argue when the captain walks in, locking the door behind him.
Jim Devereaux.
Devereaux?
Captain Jim Devereaux came back.
Jimothy.
How?
Jimothy Spaceman Devereaux. We just got to do something stupid. Miss Life says Empire Reject is a rival band of Firesword. Great. Well, that's just canon now. I can't work that in, but we'll remember that. It's just in case it comes on the radio.
Wait, who? What's... Huh? Who is it? That's a rival band now?
Yeah, Empire Reject. All right, so what do you do, my friend?
Gonna wait and see what the captain has to say. This better be good.
What he has to say. This better be good. Full stop.
And that's both to the captain and to AI Dungeon. This better be good.
Yeah, AI Dungeon. This impossible machine that we cannot possibly comprehend.
That gets
He walks
every
over to you,
time.
pulling out a small silver orb. He tosses it to you, which you catch.
The fuck is this?
You say, glaring at the captain.
Take a drink.
Explosive.
He says simply.
What the fuck is this?
I'm
We're
just gonna
trying
hand it.
not to swear. Like, God, come on.
Thanks, AI
Like,
Dungeon.
AI Dungeon, what the heck? AI Dungeon's a bad influence.
Oh.
Mom, can you pick me up? They're swearing.
I know Jess deleted the comment. I just wanted to mention that some dude called us out for shitting, sorry Mom, all over the AI. I was like, what? It's funny. It's a
Was he like, how
incredibly
dare you?
intelligent machine that's also so bad at writing, and we clearly love it. Relax.
If we didn't love it, we wouldn't be doing the show.
Stop cussing. Thank you, Jess.
Every week.
Thanks, Dwight Schrute.
Thanks,
Michael's
Dwight.
your superior. How dare you attack him?
All right. So I've hit enter. You've said, what the F is this, again, and then you carry on.
Well, as I said, it's an explosive, capable of ripping through the toughest metals, including the metal that's going to be surrounding us within a few minutes.
Wait, what?
Wait, is he a clairvoyant?
You pause, realizing what he means.
A self-destruct button?
You
Wait.
ask.
Correct.
Ask with no question mark.
You state as a statement, but really it's
A
rhetorical.
self-destruct button?
Correct.
You're gonna blow up the ship.
Oh, the captain's a bad guy, I guess.
Jimothy has been the bad guy
But
this whole
but
time.
Jimothy handed you the thing. He handed
That was
you
your
the
mistake.
explosive.
Maybe there's like some tactical reason for this.
Uh,
Like he doesn't have to be. He doesn't
yeah,
have to be a bad guy.
that's true. Do we just want to hit enter and see what this means?
Yes.
All right, cool. Because I do.
Look at our
the
crew.
fuck is this?
Look at this crew. I'm sorry, but
Wait, I like how you've got. All right, so we've got Minecraft Man, Anakin Skywalker with the buzz cut, Space Snape, Playmobil Cop Prospector, and the lady one. What an iconic cast of characters. Oh, great. So, all right. So this conversation just took an interesting turn. Can we take it from a self-destruct button, please?
A self-destruct button?
You say with maybe a question mark?
Correct.
The captain nods.
You're gonna blow up the ship,
Yes.
killing us.
You pause, trying to comprehend what the captain is saying.
Why?
It's a great question. I'm just going to hit enter again because I want to understand.
Yeah.
Jess could highlight every single message. She has so many. That's really funny. Jess says to stop cussing, and then immediately Simiera says to keep cussing. So I'm
Okay.
quite torn.
Well, so long as we're torn on it, then that just means that we can do whatever we want.
Keep reading, Ethan. We're getting into some politics. That's the spiciest and best part of the Star Wars movies.
Well, the treaty is a bad deal for the UPE. They're trying to save themselves, but they don't care about us, whether we live or die. We're just tools to them.
But the explosion.
You ask one more time.
Use your head, Private.
The captain says, tapping his cranium. I like how the
Use
AI's
your
like,
head.
I've introduced a plot device, but it's your job to figure out why.
But you're pointing to your head. I'm supposed to use your head?
Use my head.
I'm confused, Captain.
All right. I'm typing it because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like the idea of you having like a severed head companion.
Use
Then
my
that's
head.
what
Oh, yeah.
means by
Whose head is this?
like,
It's like if anyone's played God of
I'm here
War.
for
It's
it, but I
Mimir.
don't want to introduce a new character.
that's fair. Yeah, you must be tired, Noah.
I'm
I had to
already
design
tired.
so many characters in 4
I'm
seconds.
already tired. We have another hour and a half.
Question for you, Lauren. In Lauren's lore corner, Lauren the historian, how many privates are there in this universe?
In this
Talking
universe,
military privates.
Wait.
that's difficult. Sorry, are you talking about the UPE?
No,
Which,
the
by
UPE.
the way, we have not established an acronym.
I
so
think
don't
we
know what
have
the
actually.
acronym
I think
means,
that's
but-
the United Planets of Earth or something, right?
Oh.
Yeah, the
yes.
United
Cool.
Planets of Earth. That's where you're from.
That's beautiful. Okay. Sorry, so you're asking how many privates are in the United Planets of Earth?
in this universe, allegedly. This is Jess asking for some reason.
Well, geez, that's like actually incalculable. Especially while we're at war, how are you supposed to get an effective census? I would estimate, like based on like past data, probably between 100,000 to 3 billion.
And this has been
So-
Lauren's lore corner. Oh, sorry, I had to fully interrupt.
That's okay.
You were like, so, and I'm like, and we're done. Sorry.
Yeah, and scene. Like,
And the bit is done.
I'm so sorry,
That's
Lauren.
fair,
Please
that's fair.
carry on.
it just has to do with the reports that are coming in from the battlefield. But then, being a good historian, you have to be cognizant about whether or not, like, can you trust that data? So from what like my colleagues have been getting, I would actually estimate that it's closer to like 1.45 million between both sides, give or take, who has the majority.
Thank you. This has been Lauren's Lore Corner with Lauren the Historian. You're going to just get a longer and
Historian.
lighter tile every time. The Historian. The Mandalorian. We'll figure it out.
The Mandalorian, please. Lauren, if you don't do a Mandalorian costume at any point,
You'll be angry.
With working at Screen Rant, like I do videos about like movies and stuff and TV shows, and so when I did something on The Mandalorian, and I was like, today we're talking about The Mandalorian, and man, I'm Lauren.
Hey, all right. She made the joke better
Like
than we
I've
did.
never been better.
I feel like it's an
peaked.
SNL sketch, Mandalorian, where it's all just people named Lauren playing every role.
We now interrupt with another Lauren's Lore Corner with Lauren the Historian. The
Oh,
next question
sure.
is, great question, Lauren, when is the next census?
Oh,
Right
generally
now.
we try to do it once a year, but then the problem with that is that every planet has its own calendar.
Oh, no. So impractical.
Right? So that's the problem, is that we have well, it's great because we're able to employ more people, but we have to have representatives on each planet. So to like use it in Earth time for sake of ease of communication, some planets it would be about like once every quarter, like so every let's go with that business terms. But then like so on New Texas, for example, we stick to the 1 calendar year. Which is awkward because like sometimes like it doesn't actually reflect like the whole like setting of the sun, but we decided to keep the whole 24-hour day thing just because like it was what the people of New Texas were used to originally.
Beautiful. This has been Lauren's Lore Corner with Lauren the Historian. Wow, what a
In 300
well-functioning...
years, we're still working on the first census.
This is a very well-functioning and absolute wreckage of a government.
Aren't they all?
Let's carry on with what was a baffling exchange. So, Carlisle, you said...
But you're pointing to your head. You want me to use your head? I'm very confused, Captain.
I want you to use your head, Private. As in think. We're not tools for the UPE government. We're not their playthings.
Saying.
I'm saying we should take this ship and use it for ourselves. We could carve ourselves a little empire of our own.
You're talking mutiny against
Damn.
the captain, of which you are the captain, so it's mutiny against yourself.
Some may call a mutual mutiny. Wow, this is complex. So we got into space. He's handed you the destruct button, basically. Oh, just a big space grenade, and he's like, "It's for blowing up the ship. Also, let's mutiny against."
So
Here's
we
what's
need
gonna
the ship
happen.
He's
to
proposing
build
we
our own
become
empire.
pirates. Yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I take that little self-destruct bullet, I put it into my bayonet, I fire it into the captain's chest.
Wait. Oh my
And I
god.
say, mutiny over, captain.
Why?
Whoa.
This ship will still explode.
No, just he will. Maybe.
That's,
I
feels
will
is that how
blanket
that
the
works?
entirety of that explosion.
I don't know. Yeah, he'll contain the whole thing. Mutiny over, Captain. Also, we just fucking. Damn it. All right, drink. We just
Twice.
we just murdered Ethan's only character. Explosively.
Alan will come back, or Andy, or whatever his name was.
I really hope Andy comes back.
Andy,
We'll
come
make
back.
sure he comes back.
You take the
limit-
self-destruct bomb, put it in your gun, and fire it in your chest.
Oh no. I'm shooting myself. This is-
I made a
Wait.
Oh no!
no.
You slowly stand and point your gun at your own chest. You pull the trigger, bathing your heart in burning hot metal. You fall to the ground. Your crew stares at the char hold where your heart once was. Let's fix this.
No. Let's try and save this.
Wait, all right, what do you got? You're a medic. How do you fix this problem? A simple syntax error.
As I lay on the ground, apparently dying, everyone notices there's no blood. And the wound is just an empty hole. Suddenly the gears and wires of my internal body spark back to life. My eyes open. Gotcha.
What was the point of this?
He's a
Just give us
robot.
all a heart
Remember I was a
attack.
robot from a museum or something that Noah had said?
Sure, because what I say is totally canon.
Just
Also-
say you're a robot. This was so dramatic.
In the next room is like 8 NPCs who just walk
It's just
out.
like, I said I was leaving, and I'm just waiting for the escape pod.
He just
They're
locks
busy
the door.
fucking around.
Oh, by the way, guys, here's a world event. Here's what's happening in the world right now. After many years of fighting, the Imperial spies have discovered a weakness in the Illuminated plans. The Empire now seeks to take advantage of this and to destroy the Illuminated fleet. The Knights of the Empire have been given the order to mass the army and prepare for the great offensive against the Illuminated, who are lightly defended because they think they've already run. This is unrelated to me. I'm going to turn off world events.
Wait a minute. Are we on the
We
other
tried.
Yeah, other stuff happens in the world.
Well, no. Okay, so last week we were an Illuminated.
Yes.
Were we the other side of the war now?
We were, yes. We are now the other side of the world.
Oh my god! Like
There are no sides in war, just death and destruction.
There's 3 though. Like there's 3 people
There's
who are
three people at war.
batting.
Yeah.
So we know what we're doing next time.
You lay on the ground and notice there's no blood. Suddenly, the gears and wires of your internal body spark back to life. You open your eyes.
Gotcha.
The crew stares at you with awe. The captain grins from ear to ear.
You'll make a fine hand soldier, Private.
With that, the hologram of your target appears once more.
This is my rifle.
You begin.
this
This is my gun. This one's for
This is-
fighting. This one's for fun.
Is that what we're saying? Are we canonically doing this?
Son of a gun. Please.
I want to, but I feel like we need to get some plot going.
No, please.
It does say, "This is my
Reference.
rifle. You begin."
All right, AI Dungeon has made the offer, and I will say yes to it.
All right, so why don't we change it a little bit? This is my rifle. This is my gun.
This is my gun.
Yep.
Fuck.
That's it.
This one's for killing, and so is this one.
So is this one.
This is
That's
how
the
you write
famous-
dialogue.
That's the famous line, right?
Hello, I'm
This is my
Private
rifle.
Hand.
This is my gun. This one's for killing, and so is this one.
Oh, it rhymes. Ah, guys, I'm a lyricist. You point at your rifle and shotgun.
This? I point. I have them both in one hand, and that's how I'm able to point to them.
And what do you say?
But this is for fun.
Oh,
I like you. The AI made an offer. You played off of the offer, and it was like, no, this is the
I
joke.
wanted you to do this thing.
What is that from? Give me context.
What this is my rifle?
Yeah, what
thing?
is this?
yeah, it's
I mean, I remember it from Family Guy, but I'm sure it was a reference to just some it's a schoolyard
it's
thing where you
Full
like grab
Metal
your
Jacket.
crotch and you say, "This is my pistol.
It's-
This is for fun."
it's from, I believe, what is it, Full Metal Jacket?
Oh, maybe.
Where it's, I think it's Gomer Pyle, like the private Pyle.
Oh, I
where
see.
he's
Is it
just-
like an actual military thing? Is this just like a chant that they
I think
do?
it's like an actual joke in the military, but
Great.
yeah,
It's-
like
it's a
in
dick
the
joke,
movie,
like,
it
it's
is
just-
literally
yeah.
like
Got
the boot sergeant is just like talking to him, and he's just like, "This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for this is for killing. This is for fun."
Great.
Yeah.
I would like to read this all again because I want him to say it as seriously as possible. So I'll give you some inspiring music. Go.
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This one's for killing, and so is this one. But this is for fun.
You grab your bolt-action rifle and put the muzzle against the back of your skull of the Goliath in front of you. The beast falls down dead before it even hits the ground. You take aim at another. Where are these Goliaths coming?
Somebody accidentally turned on the holodeck.
Wait,
These are actually the NPCs that just left.
wait,
Captain
hold
Shad,
on.
nowhere to be seen.
Wait, what's happening?
Guys, we can't be mean to AI Dungeon
You're right. I'm
anymore.
sorry. I'd like to apologize to the very
Like,
defensive
no,
man.
how
I'm
can we
sorry.
not be when this shit
What is happening? All right. Should we delete the Goliath thing? Because
Yeah,
I'm
I feel
confused.
like we were going somewhere.
We
and
have
then
too many
weren't
other
going
characters
anywhere.
to address.
All right. So there we go. I'm gonna go back to you pointed your rifle. This is for fun. Great. So what do you do? How do we move
I
this plot?
holster
Oh, here
my
we go.
guns and prepare to descend to the planet's surface.
Cool. Dude, we don't know what the mission is. Should we find out what the mission is first?
Wasn't the mission to self-destruct?
Oh, wait,
there's
no, we're
metal
trying to
showing
convince him not. So far he's been like, we're gonna mutiny, and then you shot
Oh, I know.
yourself.
I'm threatening him at gunpoint, and I take the self-destruct button. Then I grab a space parachute,
Oh,
and I
okay.
eject from the
Oh
ship so
my
that he can't
God.
chase me.
Shoot and eject from the ship.
You don't deserve this kind of power, Captain.
All right. So because you're saying this after you've ejected, it's hard to say if he'll hear you. But is there spacesuits in this world, or are you just leaping out there with a sheet?
I'm a
and
robot.
prayer?
I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah. What am I saying?
I have a hole in my chest, for God's sake.
So he handed you the self-destruct button and then laid out all of his plans, and so you shot
And I was
yourself
like,
in the
thanks for telling me your
chest
plans. I'm
and
fucking out
then
of here.
jumped out of the window. You grab a space parachute and eject from the ship to escape.
You don't deserve this kind of power, Captain.
You leap from the ship in a space parachute. You watch as your captain fights the other crew members and wins. You float in the vacuum of space, watching as the other shuttle arrives and picks up the captain. They're giving you a short wave before jumping to warp. Brand new, free of your chains. What will you do? I don't know
I'm
what's
going
happening.
to use my onboard wrist computer,
All right,
hack into the coordinates, and find out where that ship went.
great. So we're going to hunt our old captain.
Yes.
Great. Why did Jess enable slow mode? I'm so confused. Jess, what did you do? What happened?
Probably because there was like a billion messages.
Oh, fair. You use your wrist computer to hack the coordinates and find where the ship went. Don't worry about it. Okay. You start your wrist computer. The damage it took in the flight, making it difficult to use. Slowly, the computer begins to repair and regulate your body temperature, sending a rush of cool water through your veins as it does through your veins.
Oh my God.
You're a
My
robot.
robot
It's
veins.
just coolant. Yes. You shudder in ecstasy for a moment before opening up the star map.
Ugh.
You quickly search for where the ship jumped to warp. What's your plan? Thanks,
I'm gonna
Noah.
find where the captain went, and then I'm gonna kill him.
So, all right, how are you going to do that when there's no ships?
Well, there is the ship I just jumped out of.
So another ship came and picked him up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get back
So
on.
I could go back into the ship that I just dramatically jumped out of. Climb back in and be like, hey, guys, it's me. Sorry.
Rejoin my crew. All right.
Didn't the captain kill them all? He was like fighting them, it said?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit. They're all dead.
So like like the ship's abandoned now.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Mom.
Except me.
Except for you, Andy. Andy's like, hey guys, I'm sorry I'm
Wait,
late.
is Andy alive? Okay. Andy has lived. Excellent.
You go back into the Heraclitus and rejoin your crew. You float back into the ship. And now just you and 4 other soldiers tasked with repairing the ship and getting it ready for the next flight. Not sure if you'll ever be able to do that, of course. After all, there's another ship lost out there somewhere in the void of space. I feel like the AI is like, I don't know what the plot is. You don't know what the plot is.
No one knows.
Everything's
what's
crazy.
going on. Oh God, episodes.
Yeah, episode break.
Oh, great.
Was there.
Perfect. Ah, lovely. Ethan, give me a pitch of what you think should happen in episode 2 so we can start steering the plot. Could be like you know how like Riverdale will do like a next time on Riverdale. I could have used any reference and I chose Riverdale. Tell me what's happening
I was thinking
next
like
time.
next time on Beast Wars.
Yeah.
I went to write episode 1 and I almost wrote Riverdale 1.
Episode 1, Riverdale.
All right, I think in the next part of the episode, while they're repairing the ship, they release some sort of virus within the ship.
Ooh, classic sci-fi closed
Yeah.
boxed episode where they have a virus on board.
Yeah.
The hiccup virus.
The hiccup virus!
hiccup
It's still on
virus.
board!
Yeah.
It could be in there. Oh
Like
no!
a pipe that bursts with a gas that comes out.
I'm gonna call episode 2 a case of the hiccups. There we go. Riverdale is excellent, okay? We only discuss the finest art on the stream. Connoisseurs of television excellence. I hear the time jump that they did recently was actually quite good. In that it's like not as trashy as it was anymore. Don't talk about
Meanwhile,
viruses.
at the Legion
during
of
the pandemic.
Doom.
Unfortunately, we are
Meanwhile,
anyways.
at the Legion of Doom.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Episode 2, a case of the hiccups.
Captain on deck.
Everyone shouts it at once. Everyone's trying to claim to be the captain as you walk into the room. The crew snaps to attention as you walk into the room. So now you're the captain, I guess?
Yeah, it's like saluting our captain.
Yeah.
I shot the old captain.
So no, you,
Like, so
you
the
shot.
Misfits,
You
right?
only shot yourself. I cannot
Oh,
stress.
yeah, that's right. I shot
no
myself
one
and the
else was
captain ran away.
injured. You only shot yourself. Apathy ending. Is this secretly Undertale? It's entirely possible. All right. Give me a hand here. What's happening?
I want to see what the crew's doing when I walk into the room.
Sure.
Best.
Look
We're
around.
doing our best, sir.
Our best.
Most of us are missing all of our limbs.
Oh.
Wait, it's the future. They
Sorry,
probably have
so
like
are
cool
the
robo
Misfits
limbs.
dead or alive? What did we?
They
we
didn't
decide
die.
on
I'm
that?
pretty sure they just left the room.
I feel like the captain killed everyone except for the Empire reject guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're just like, fine, I guess we'll help out.
Okay. Cool.
Wait. Now I'm confused then. Who is who? Because I pointed out who stayed in the room as not the Empire Rejects.
Right. Oh yeah, my favorite band.
Yeah, those guys. The guys you drew. It's fine.
The guys I drew are alive or dead?
They're alive.
They're
They're alive, so we don't have to
Okay.
make
It's
new
great. It'll
characters.
be great.
Yes.
Okay.
You look around to see what the crew is doing while you were out. The crew looks like it is divided into 2 teams, one on either side of the large UAS Heraclitus. Each team is standing in front of one of the 3 main engines, and has a large box of tools next to them. In front of each
There's 2
team,
teams, and each one is in front of one of the 3 engines.
there's 1.33 repeating teams. Their respective engines are mounted on a cart with wheels. Wait, what? They've taken out the engines of the ship, brought them inside, put them on neat little carts, and they're
Yeah, so
wheeling
they
them
can work on
around.
them, you know?
Great. Beautiful. Fabulous.
All right, crew. We gotta get these engines back online.
Perfect. And why?
because we're sitting ducks.
You went from like a low-level 47-year-old android medic to captain of a giant ship.
I got promoted really fucking quick.
The man of many skills.
We're sitting ducks. Duckles. We're sitting duckles, everybody. That's what space ducks
Sitting
are called.
duckles out here, man.
Space duck.
All right, crew. We need to get these engines back in ship shape. Let's move. We're sitting duckles.
Wait.
You heard the captain.
You shout.
Let's move. Maybe I'm losing my mind and I just... think
Maybe
that I'm
when
the
you
captain.
shot yourself in the chest,
yeah.
you've
The
split.
rest of the crew is like, oh god, he thinks he's the captain.
You're glitching.
Oh no! Tragic.
Maybe I'm the one that starts the fires.
Oh
You
no!
heard the captain.
You shout.
Let's move. Who's leading this team?
I am, sir.
A young man with blonde hair salutes you.
Good. You know the drill. The rest of you get to work.
You walk over to the middle engine and inspect the damage. You're a medic. What do you hope to do?
It looks like
But he's
this
also a
engine.
robot.
It looks like this engine has chicken pox.
We use organic engines in this.
Like
universe.
Oh,
mechanical
God.
Why
chicken
else would they
pox?
hire a medic? I
That's
don't know.
disgusting. Can you imagine what an organic engine would have to do for
Well, I'm an
thrust?
inorganic human working on organic engines.
machines. It's Farscape, if anyone ever watched that. Oh, here we go. Redeeming for Do Something Stupid. In the corner of the room is, in fact, a real-life sitting duck, which is the thing responsible for the engine troubles. All right. We'll figure out how to fit that one in.
Can it just be someone do a Donald Duck voice?
You say,
It looks like this engine has chicken pox.
It sure does, sir. We're gonna need that engine if we want to make it back to the fleet.
says the crew member.
Right you are, son. And also, you sound like you have a bit of gas. You might want to go lie down. What are you gonna need to get it working again?
I'm just going to hit enter. What a good captain. He's servicing his crew, servicing his ship. He knows what he's doing. Duck is called Ellie, and it's eating all of the cables. Chicken pox
I like
with a
Ellie.
duck. So close, AI Dungeon.
To be fair, that wasn't AI Dungeon, that was us.
That was us. Yeah, sorry,
We
Jess.
came up with that.
It's our joke. All right. What did you say? What are you going to need to get it started again? Carry on.
Honestly, sir, I don't think it's worth the time or the parts. It would be easier just to build a new one.
Are you saying that because it's true? Or because you're lazy?
I don't understand, sir.
All right, so Jesse, I'm gonna pitch a situation to you. So you're a F1 car racer, and then your head mechanic comes to you and says, "Look, your engine is busted. It would be easier for us to build you a new car, which is a challenging feat to perform in one day, than to fix your engine." And then you call him lazy. Does this seem like sound logic to you?
I'm a fucking medic, not an engineer.
So what are you gonna say to him then?
Fine. But we only have 2 hours left.
Before what?
Our oxygen runs out.
Great. You don't need oxygen, but okay.
Yeah, but they do.
Great. This is a threat. Lovely. Anything else, or is that it?
Also, is anyone else itchy?
The duck needs oxygen and needs to be protected.
That's what I'm saying.
Protect the duck. I like how the duck has not been mentioned or acknowledged by the AI, but we canonically are like,
Oh, we
we must
know.
protect the duck.
It's the elephant in the room or the duck in the room.
The AI is very confused by us asking if anyone else is itchy, so I'm going to try that again.
I don't know what itchy is, kid.
This guy, I don't know. I don't have flesh.
Fine. But we only have 2 hours left before oxygen runs out. Also, Is anyone else itchy?
I don't think so, sir. I'm not itchy.
You scratch your head.
Me neither.
Hold
Even
on.
though I just scratched my head.
You made an offer. You're like, hey, anyone else itchy? And they were like, no. And you're like, no, me
neither. Yeah, I just
Either
thought-
you're incredibly self-conscious, or this
I was
is
just curious if anyone was itchy, you know? Those are the things I think about when I wake up. All right. Get a move on. We need to get this done as soon as possible.
The blonde crew member turns and hurries over to his team. Meanwhile, you turn to your own team.
All right. David, Sally, X5, and is that a duck?
Anything else, or is that it?
I'm just going to see what it does with that.
And is that a duck?
It's like I'm taking a roll call. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that a duck?
Sometimes I
Say
think the AI
no.
knows the perfect response would be boring, so it deliberately acts stupid. All right. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, all right.
David, Sally, X5, and is that a duck?
The crew laughs. Says the duck.
What's with the duck?
You ask, smiling.
Don't ask questions.
Grins David, the dark-haired loose cannon of your team.
No.
Just know that if we get in a firefight, I'm shooting whoever shoots at us first.
Wait, no,
That's-
David. That does
That's
not
usually how
acknowledge.
firefights work, David.
This in no way acknowledges the duck. He's like, don't worry about the duck. Just know that if we get shot at, I'm shooting
You know
too."
what? This is going to be a teachable moment for the captain. I'm gonna-
Okay.
I put a hand on David's shoulder. I look him in the eye and I say, well, David, that's how firefights work. Now kindly tell me whose fucking duck this is.
It'll just quack again, I swear.
Quack.
Wow. So who's quacking like a duck?
I don't know.
I think
can
it was
do it,
funny
like-
that the duck had two voices.
It's a harmonious quack.
We're hearing it in stereo.
Yeah.
Right at the exact
Like an
same
echo.
time. Yeah.
Great. Double quack. I want a talking duck. Well, we'll find out.
We all want things. It's whether AI does
It's whether or not AI wants them to.
This is true.
We're all in the whims of this strange creature. You put a hand on David's shoulder and look him in the eye.
Well, that's how firefights work. Now, somebody tell me whose fucking duck this is.
You raised a duck in here?
Wait, what? No, wait. You skipped a
No,
line,
I
Ethan.
think
Oh,
I was like, someone
Wait,
just out of
oh.
nowhere.
oh.
Someone needs to claim who's duck.
Hold on,
Okay.
I swear I have my
got
glasses.
this.
on.
Voice of my mother again. God damn it.
I think Ethan's just like.
What's this AI doing, John? No.
Roll back.
All right, let's roll it back to whose effing duck is this?
Now, somebody tell me whose fucking duck this is.
It's mine, sir.
Says a timid-looking blonde woman from the other team.
You raised a duck in here? We're in the middle of fucking space. You can't just raise animals in here. That's disgusting.
Oh, sorry,
The
sir.
woman says.
I'll wring its neck.
See that you do.
No, don't kill the duck.
No,
The duck-
because she kills the duck, but
Uh-huh.
in the act of killing the duck, that's what releases the virus.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like it's an airborne bio.
Duck-borne
whatever.
biohazard.
You aren't supposed
The
to touch the
duck.
duck because the duck
The
bites her.
hiccups are
and-
No,
actually
you
a
don't
human's
have to
version
kill
of
the
a quack.
duck.
No, that's where I'm at. I don't.
You don't have to kill the
I don't
duck.
wanna-
The engine has chicken pox, okay? Like, are we just ignoring the chicken pox?
Oh, yeah.
That is known for being
We've
very
set up,
viral?
like,
That says we're having meat tonight, boys.
Like,
so
come on.
All right. I'm
the duck
throwing
live.
into
it's
the
like
chat.
having duck béarnaise tonight.
Are we killing the duck? Yes or no? Somebody
Can we
put
do
up
a
a
poll or
poll.
something? Yeah.
Make a poll. Are we killing the duck? While that happens, Ethan, you have a beautiful voice. I'm gonna make you sing a song.
Okay.
This woman, I would like you to justify to me while this poll happens. Jess, you could start a poll, right? I don't know how it works. Great. While she does that, I would like you to sing to me in the perspective of the woman whose duck this is, her justification for bringing this duck along with her on this journey. All right?
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a beautiful musical theatery ballad to work with. So here you
I'll
go.
sing as her.
Oh,
Very
yeah. Here
Mrs.
you go.
Potts.
She says, I don't know how to do polls. Don't ask me to do polls. Stop that. Great. Just text whether or not you want to do it or not, and then we'll tally it up in a minute.
We'll see.
We'll just see who spams yes or no more.
Yeah, yay the duck lives, nay the duck does not.
Yeah, give me yays and nays. Text 1-800-SAVE the duck. They didn't teach us this. Oh, you can just type /poll. Oh, let me do it. Here we go. /poll. Wait. Maybe, you know what? I'll let Jess will do it. Whatever. Here you go,
Stop
Ethan.
putting it on her. She clearly doesn't want to.
This is a story about my duck that I love so dearly. I snuck it on this ship. I had a duck. It was a very good duck. Its face was very pointy, but its smile was so soft. This duck was mine, and it was naughty. It snuck in my suitcase while I was at work.
Chorus.
Then the ship took off with me and my duck. Now I'm stuck here with this duck. What the fuck? Sorry for swearing, Jess. I just love my duck, so I don't want to kill it. My sweet duck.
Can I get a solo from the duck?
That's my boy. Sings just like his mother.
Take it to final chorus, Ethan. Take it.
I took off on the ship with my dog. Now I'm here, and you ask me to kill my dog. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let me keep my dog.
And the poll is almost over.
Yeah,
Poll
and it
is
looks
up.
like people are voting for Liv, probably because of the song.
The rule is that only Ethan can cuss. That's
But only in song.
all right, so what's the ruling? I can't seem to open it on my laptop without breaking the world.
We've got 63 for Liv and 38% for Die.
Yeah, so far it's
Liv
All
is
right, so
currently
far
ahead.
it's living, and it's almost done. I like how Liv has an exclamation mark and then dies with a period. All right, Liv takes it with 63% of the vote. The duck lives. The duck is going to be the lead singer of Fire
So that
Sword.
was gorgeous.
That was a gorgeous song. Thank you so much, Ethan, for sharing
Thank
this.
Wow.
Thank you.
Duck
can
and
live,
live,
but
but Ethan must die.
You know what? Fair.
I'm
Put it in the
actually,
poll.
I'm very relieved that the duck survived. the
Me
duck
too.
wasn't on the
The
ship
duck
that
is
went
a lot
on
Murder
Murder
in this
offer.
episode.
He was on hiatus. The duck is safe. So, how do you stop this duck from dying?
I'm gonna whip my hand out and grab her palm, pull it away from the duck, and say, "No, the duck must live."
Wait, so now we don't know how the virus happens. We've instituted two possible ways the virus happens.
We'll get back to the chicken pox,
Maybe,
hopefully.
no.
Like-
I think the duck has to be the cause of it, according to the Do Something Stupid, right?
Oh, right.
His droppings.
So the duck
Felt
just
like the duck's presence was what the stupid thing was.
the
Oh,
duck
yeah.
just bites me.
I talked about that sharp beak. Maybe he's a little bit of a biter.
Maybe he he bites somebody and infects them with duck.
All right, I scrolled back. It says, in the corner of the room is, in fact, a real-life sitting duck, which is the thing responsible for the engine troubles.
Oh, okay. Which
not necessarily the virus.
The duck has chicken pox then, apparently.
Yeah.
You whip out your hand and grab her palm, pulling it away from the duck.
No, the duck must live.
Why?
She asks, baffled.
I ignore her and instead turn to David.
This is the second time you've grabbed David's shoulder, looked him dead in the eye. Because we did this the line before. You put a hand on David's shoulder and look him in the eye.
I've got a hand on David's shoulder and a hand on her shoulder, and then I take it off her shoulder and move it back to David's shoulder. So now I'm like basically hugging David.
You grab David's shoulder and look him dead in the eye. His eyes widen as you stare into his soul. Judgebot, you're a good person. You gain 5 points. All right.
Nice.
David, this duck is the key to everything.
Whoa.
Not just to our engine trouble, but perhaps the war itself.
Whoa.
Whoa. Could this duck be a peace offering?
Here we go. It's also the key. So you say,
David, this duck is the key to everything. Not just our engine trouble, but perhaps the war itself.
David stares blankly at you.
What the fuck are you smoking, Captain?
He asks with a hint of anger in his voice.
Trying to get the plot on track, AI Dungeon. I'm not fucking high. Look, I know this sounds crazy.
It doesn't sound crazy. It is crazy.
This is great. Good dialogue writing.
Just press
Whoa.
enter. I just.
So how do you convince him that the duck is the key? I like the spots on
Look, when I was younger, in the previous war, we would sometimes hide.
Wait, hold on.
coded
I'm going to
messages
capitalize previous war. Is that the name
in
of
the
the war?
previous war.
Like
We
World
would
War II?
hide coded messages in the DNA of waterfowl. We called it duck code.
No.
Yeah, but that's because, sorry, Lauren's lore over here.
Oh, yeah.
Because DUCK actually is an acronym. So, Jesse, if you feel like explaining what the acronym stands for.
Yeah, it stands for Dudes United. Cuz kicking. Like ducks kick the war's butt, you know.
All right, thank you.
This is why men don't name things.
I mean, you
yeah,
asked me to
fun
do an
fact.
acronym after 750 milliliters of wine.
Message DNA waterfowl. We would, what would you call it? Duck code, right?
We called it duck code.
Cool. Full stop.
And something about that cute little ducky's eyes tells me that it's got a ton of code in there.
Oh, no. Oh, does that mean we have to kill the duck to get to its code? How does this work?
No.
We cannot kill the duck.
But we have to get the ship online so that we can interface the duck with the ship.
Wait, what? So it's just like a USB slot for a duck somewhere?
Yeah, like R2-D2. He's got his little thing that, you know.
All right.
Yeah, it's not really like an R2D slot. It's like a nest. It's a
Oh, it's a
technological
nest.
that the-
But
So-
literally, it's the duck's nest.
Yeah. That's great.
yeah.
AI Dungeon's like, whoa, you've written a whole novel, man. I can't handle that.
I don't know. So the duck
I don't
dies.
know,
The
man.
duck is shot mysteriously. Oh, who could have seen that coming? Dudes United, cuz kick it. When you see it written out like that,
I love coming up with stupid acronyms. I don't know
having
why.
to be
I just,
official.
I had to just take a photo of that.
All right. The AI doesn't know what to
Ethan,
say.
I can save out anything that you need from this evening if you need it. At
I
any
want
future
this
point,
on a
I can
t-shirt.
save out. I can save out
Let's
each of these.
let's do this. I'll read this little monologue.
All right.
and
And
then
we'll see what happens.
we'll
It
put-
carries on,
yeah.
so go ahead.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Here you go. So you say,
Look, when I was younger, in the previous war, we would hide coded messages in the DNA of waterfowl. We would call it duck code. And something about that cute little ducky's eyes tell me there's a lot of code in We should get the ship online so we can get the duck interfaced with the ship and learn what it contains.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
David says.
But I'm willing to help you out if it'll get me a step closer to an orgasm.
Don't be vulgar, David.
Sorry, sir.
He's smart.
I'm sorry.
Someone else.
I'm
Somewhere else.
sorry.
Somewhere else across the room. Someone shouts.
Hey, what the fuck? I got work to do.
I'm sensing some tension between Carlisle and David.
It's all that shoulder touching.
Boy.
What is happening?
Dave's a man of
my
very
God,
simple
what is
goals.
happening?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no!
So the AI had one. The AI had a moment of being like, "Look, man, I don't know what to say," and we're like, "No, I think you do." And he's like, "All right, well,
I find orgasms.
if that's what you're looking for."
I look David in the eye and I say, "Look, zip up your pants and fix this engine."
Great.
I can't believe that's what came out of it.
That's amazing.
You say,
Look, zip up your pants and fix this engine.
I hope the AI doesn't get really exploded. Oh my God. Go ahead, David.
Fine.
David says, zipping up his pants. I don't like this show. He heads back over to the massive engine and you follow. He turns and looks at it.
Well, it's fucked. We're going to have to replace nearly the entire thing.
You sigh loudly.
I know that. The other guy just said that. You know what? Forget it. Well, that's great. That's just fucking wonderful. Now what?
I'm gonna just do a quick Control F and search fuck. How many? It's said 10 times in this script. This is a 14-year-old who's learned how to swear and is now just taking full of it. Every single line of dialogue has been.
Yeah,
fuck
it was
this.
a kid that watched an episode of Deadwood and was like, "Well, it worked for them." So I
Yeah,
don't
Quentin
know.
Tarantino's onto something.
I'm glad.
I'll
First
be right
off,
back.
Oh sure.
What 10-year-old
Yeah, my
is
dog just
watching?
needs food. He's begging. 1 second.
Bye food.
What 10-year-old is watching Deadwood? And
This
also
10-year-old.
on that point,
The kind that writes fanfic. Come on, we know the answer to that.
I love that of all the episodes where it's like, okay, maybe we should keep the cussing to a minimum, is when the AI dungeon is very much like, oh, you want to cuss more? Neat.
On the one episode, I told, after my mom told me, hey, you should cut the cussing down on the show, and I was like, okay, Mom, I'll try not to swear. The AI's like, no, you aren't.
Trust me, I know what you want, and it's cussing.
Look, if we got one
Not
thing,
swearing,
we got
cussing. There's a
cussing.
difference.
We got ducks. We got men proclaiming they wish to have orgasms for some baffling reason.
And they're united because kicking.
Because kicking. All right, friend.
Dude, united, cause kicking.
Dudes united. Why? Because kicking. A formal apology to Jack's mom. Hello, Tammy. All right, friends.
Tammy, we love you.
Tammy, we love you. Mom, I love you very dearly. Sorry.
I feel like we need to get this engine
let's get
going.
this engine going. Because we have 45 minutes of show left and nothing's happened.
I'm gonna tell David, fine, replace the engine, but now we only have an hour and a half of oxygen because we wasted all that time with the fucking duck.
Stupid duck. Oxygen. Great. It's fine if the AI dungeon curses.
Tammy, disregard my username. I'm dead.
So Alex changed her username recently from her name to "Is there an Alex?" and then immediately was like, "Oh no, it looks like I'm asking if there's anal." and then she
Anal Lex?
I was like, "Alex, you could just go and recapitalize your name, and then no one will." And then this is how she recapitalized it. So shout out to Alex. Thank you dearly. 2 people left because I apologized
Thank you,
to
Alex,
my mom.
my sweet lord.
I love it.
That's funny. Nothing needs to happen. This has been great. Good. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time. You
This
say
war will not end.
no. You're not here to
Because
cure
my-
a war.
No. Who do you think you are? Some kind of android from a museum?
Exactly.
Oh.
So what do you say?
Fine, replace the engine, but now we only have an hour and a half of oxygen.
Ethan looking everywhere but the screen.
Sorry.
Ethan's like,
There was noise happening. All right.
sorry. You have one line.
We'll be fine.
David says, grinning.
We should be able to finish well before then.
Where's the problem? You sigh, and then head back to the medical bay. As you pass by the duck, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. The duck seems to be staring at you.
Dun, dun, dun. I give the duck a short, polite nod, and then I continue on to the medical bay.
I mean, I feel like it's giving a strong offer, but we'll just give the duck a short,
The AI
polite
wants
nod.
more of this duck.
Look, the AI didn't take any of my fucking offers, so I'm
The AI is here for swears and ducks. Look, I'm a simple man. The only thing I want out of my content, more swears, more ducks. You give the duck a short, polite nod. You nod at the duck.
Hello.
You say politely. The duck quacks at you.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to save the ship here.
The duck continues to stare at you.
Look, if you don't stop staring at me, I'm going to
Dot, dot, dot. Let's just hit enter and see what happens.
throw you into the engine.
Do ducks have eyelids? At Lauren's Lore Hour.
Oh, well, it depends on like what planet the duck is from.
Does this duck
In
have
New
eyelids?
Texas,
Oh, yeah.
well, they actually have like lizard eyelids.
Oh, like
It has to do with like a double protection. So they have like our normal kind of like fleshy looking one, but the one underneath that is the lizard kind of double flap.
to protect
action.
against the sulfuric atmosphere of New Texas.
Yeah, there's like a lot of ash, right? Because like that moon is still a burning, you know,
still
and like
a
it's gotta go
Moon's
somewhere.
still a burning. That's a great title, by the way. Oh, here we go. Samiras wants you to challenge the duck to a staring contest. Do something stupid. Challenge this duck to a staring contest. All right. Well, here we go. Challenge
Look,
the duck to a...
If you don't stop staring
Oh,
at me,
yes. Go ahead.
I'm going to...
You sigh and turn to the duck.
What?
You ask exasperated. The duck continues its stare. This is like a 90s sitcom episode.
Fine. You want to play stairsies? Let's play stairsies. I reach into the hole in my heart and turn off my blinking mechanism.
Whoa. Okay, hold on.
Whoa.
So I have to
Oh,
write
yeah,
it like
right.
this.
You still have a hole in your chest.
I didn't forget.
We could have played as an android, but instead we are a human and then discovered later that we are an android.
It's more fun that way.
Great. I reach into... Whoops, here it is. I reach into the hole in my chest and then deactivate my staring mechanism.
No, my blinking mechanism.
Sorry. Right.
So that I can stare without blinking.
Perfect.
What are your
cheater.
eyes? Like, are they computer eyes or are they human eyes?
Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes.
Well, you have real human eyes plugged into this robot frame?
You know how they say you have your mother's eyes?
Oh my
It's
god!
literal.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god!
But your mom. What if your mom is Siri? Like,
No,
Maybe
that's
it's a
my
computer eye.
grandfather.
Oh, Grandpa
Okay.
Siri.
Grandpa
Classic.
Siri. I don't know why. Anyway, fine. You want to play stairsies? We'll play stairsies.
Guys, I wanted a great science fiction adventure, and we are in a staring contest with a duck! Damn it! You reach into the hole in your chest, and then deactivate your blinking mechanism. You wait patiently, staring at the duck. After about a minute, its stare falters. It looks down at its feet, then quickly darts its head back up to look at you again. After another minute, this is a detailed staring contest.
This is kind of sexy, I'm not going to lie.
Ugh. After another minute, it begins to waddle back and forth nervously. You continue to stare at it, taking as much enjoyment out of this as possible. JudgeBot, you're a weird duck. You gained 2 points. So what do you do?
After an uncomfortable silence, I say, you know something about the engines, don't you? Something you're not telling me.
That's awesome.
gosh, Noah, this illustration.
I'm loving it. There's strain in the duck's eyes.
We've got someone redeeming as something stupid, and I know
my
how to work it in.
Jesus Christ. Place the duck into your chest cavity to interface with it directly.
So I think here's what happens.
Hold on, wait, we gotta read this first.
AI wants David to show up first.
Okay, so you say...
You know something about the engines, don't you? Something you're not telling me.
So the captain walked 5 feet. David's clearly, like, still there.
He's like, are you talking to
What
me?
do you mean?
Or are you talking to that duck?
Enter a staring contest with the duck. So all right, carry on.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
David asks, looking over at you and then away nervously.
It didn't say anything.
He says, continuing to look away from you.
Hearing voices now?
You ask.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You can stare at each other in silence for a few more
Nah,
seconds.
this is no. That's ridiculous.
All right. So
That's
what do you
too
do?
ridiculous.
All right.
Here's what has to happen.
All right.
The duck won't tell me anything.
Yeah.
So to get the duck to talk,
Yeah.
I put it in my chest cavity to interface directly.
Yeah.
Thereby working into something stupid.
And place it in my chest cavity in order
They know
to...
when they redeem that it was actually the smartest choice for us to do.
Yeah.
Now, I am afraid that the AI dungeon, which, need I remind you, is in not safe mode because it has said fuck 11 times, 12 now, that we were saying we will interface with the duck. I am concerned as to how this could get... All right, so you pick up the duck and place it in your chest cavity in order to interface with it directly.
Hey!
David yells.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
We're trying to fix the ship, aren't we?
You ask.
I'm interfacing with the AI.
You can't just force something like that. You need to build up a relationship with it.
I mean,
Oh no.
at least AI Dungeon is promoting good relationship
Consensual
practices.
relationships. I think David's vastly misinterpreting what's happening. You're simply placing the
David,
duck
I'm
in
gonna
your
say
chest.
that.
Had his fly down.
yeah.
Carlisle turns to David and says, I think you're vastly misinterpreting what's happening right now.
But like when in doubt, ask for consent. So
Yes.
like even if you don't think you need
David,
to ask,
although I
you
respect
ask.
that
All right.
although I respect that that's good advice, it's not what's happening.
Ask the duck
You're
for
not
consent.
gonna ask.
We should ask the duck for consent.
All right. We'll ask the duck for consent. Happening.
Do you consent to some chest interfacing?
At the duck. All right.
It's like okay, when I try to like use the Android transfer thing on my phone, I have to put it to the correct setting. So I feel like there is an electronic version of consent. So I'm not just like being weird.
I don't just plug the duck in. I send it a ping.
You put it to
and then pings
PTP.
back.
Like
I took it to dinner. That's fine.
It's fine. Jesus Christ, Noah. You say,
David, although I respect that is good advice, that's not what's happening.
you look at the duck.
Do you consent to some chest interfacing? Oh my god, I used to be a medic. To access your duck code?
The duck stares silently at you.
Do you have a name?
The duck is still silent. It's a duck.
Do I call you Donald or
Love
All
that
right.
this is just a real duck. Like there's nothing special about this duck. It's just a duck.
It's not even like weird space science duck. It's just a duck.
Meanwhile, the actual duck code is like in another room, and it's like, why didn't anyone come to find me?
Honestly, putting the duck in your chest to interface better means you're actually trying to communicate with it better.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, look, Mr. or Mrs. Duck.
Talking to the duck. All right. All right. All right. Look, Mr. or
Look, Mr. or Mrs. Tuck, I'm not sure. I need to interface with you to get the code, but I need this to, look, can I put you in my chest?
you in my chest or
I just feel like the duck is a wild animal. So if it were to suddenly, be like and freak out, you're losing an eye.
yeah,
We already
yeah,
lost.
yeah,
your
yeah,
eye.
this is
Like,
also
you can't-
true.
You
This is
can't lose
very
any more
dangerous.
vital organs. Yeah.
a duck and robot buddy movie would be great.
Robo-duck.
Oh no! Oh my God! Somewhere there's a spaceship with a duck named Howard who's frantically looking for his son.
No!
Oh no!
Howard, son
Oh,
of a gun.
bless.
Not
All
Howard
right.
the duck.
So you say,
All right, look, Mr. or Mrs. Duck. I'm not sure. I need to interface with you to get the code, but look, can I put you in my chest or not?
I gotta say, this show was touted as like we're gonna take down Star Trek with this, and the second episode of the first season
is putting a
is
duck in
putting
your
a duck
chest.
into a robo chest. All right.
Look, I will say this. Star Trek's never done this.
Yeah, you got me there.
We're treading
Breaking new ground. You slowly move your hand towards the duck. It stays still as a duck can be while you pull it close to you and lift it to your chest, so it's sitting just below where your beating heart lies. The feeling of having a warm, living creature in your chest is odd, to say the least. You weren't prepared for that. I feel like you would be.
All right, Duck. Tell me all your secrets.
Noah.
He quacks, I swear to God.
Oh, he's got a little hat.
Were you
Is that a
talking?
hat on the duck?
Oh,
Okay, yes. Only for the fact that someone
guys.
first.
ASMR mode.
No, no. All right. So, Ethan, crank the gain on your mic and just get whispery with it. Okay, here we go.
Well,
Just
mine doesn't work, just for the record. So.
give it another shot, Lauren. Let's give it a shot.
I'm pouring out some extra wine for ASMR mode. I'm gonna pour it very slowly up to the mic.
Testing? No.
Yeah, that's good, Lauren. You can just whisper. That's a lot of wine.
that was juicy.
Refreshing.
Absolutely.
So you say.
Hang on, I'm putting the wine away.
Okay.
All right, Duck. Wait, I have to do it in his voice. Shit. This might not work. All right, Duck. Tell me all your secrets.
Whoa.
My God.
Am I pregnant now?
Absolutely. I'm in my third trimester already.
The duck lets out a little quack.
Like,
My name is Ivo.
The duck says in a pretty digitized voice.
What?
You ask.
I can hear you.
Sorry, that's just me quacking.
What?
Look, do you want the code or not? I don't have all day.
Wow. Sensual. It's kind of weird.
All right, fine. Give me the code.
All right, I gotta say, you've started every one of your lines with all right. You're always like, fine, or all right, fine, or all
That's
right.
that's how I get into the character.
All right, so what do you say? All right, fine.
Give me the code.
Could you whisper a little bit
And then
more
when
for
you're
me?
done. Wait, what?
Whisper a little bit more. Less throat.
Give me the code.
There you go.
And then get out of my chest.
Okay.
I can't believe she could have been talking this whole fucking time.
Oh, I'll give you less throat. I mean, it's the first time I've ever had that request, but, you know.
All right. Here you go. Go ahead, Lauren.
It's a long sequence of numbers.
The duck says.
I think you'll have to read it out loud. Or something.
Why can't you just tell me the damn code?
Look, if you want to access my duck drive, then you'll need to read the whole thing off.
Fine. I start at the beginning, and I read
read the long string of sexy code. Numbers and letters swirl through my brain, and I try and make sense of it all.
You could whisper even more, even less throat if you can. It just comes out so peaky.
There's only so much throat that I have to
There you
lose.
go. That's perfect.
The problem is this guy's voice lives in his throat, and it's really hard to do without it.
It's okay. What's happening right now is because you're interfacing with the duck. This conversation's happening like in your mind. That's why it's all whispering.
Oh, so this is his inner voice.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't have to pretend.
Oh my fucking.
This is raw Carlisle.
Whoa. All those walls are down. And now it's just pure sex, baby.
I'm an android. I don't know what sex is.
Oh, bless your beautiful soul. The AI doesn't know what to say. Really? We stumped you, huh?
Probably because we told it that numbers and lets swirl through the brain.
God damn it. All right. Go ahead. Oh, you read the long string of code. Numbers and lets swirling through your brain. Try to make sense of it all.
Well done.
The duck says.
That was a good idea.
What was?
You ask.
Just reading in all those numbers. Did I do something right for once in my life?
This is a therapy session.
No. Trusting me.
The duck says, sounding almost sad.
Look, Ivo. Thank you for your help. For more than just the code. I think you've helped me see myself for the first time. I won't forget this.
Therapy with duck. All right, it's over.
Okay.
Oh, we made it. We did it, guys. ASMR mode is finally over.
Yay.
Yeah.
You. Oh
I'm
shit!
so
I
sorry.
didn't make
I have
that.
no
a statement.
idea if I'd ever do that right.
No, it was great, Lauren. It actually worked this time. I don't know what changed, but it worked great.
No, either. I think the stars finally aligned.
Oh, beautiful. You look.
Because we're in space,
Ivo.
get it?
Oh, would you? I typed this in the do prompt instead of the say prompt, but it's okay. It took it anyways. Would you mind carrying to read?
Look, Ivo, thank you for your help. For more than just the code. I think you've helped me see myself for the first time.
Boy,
I won't forget this.
very confused with the second person pronouns there.
That's because I'm talking in my head.
Oh,
So
yeah.
part of me is talking to myself.
I just hope that you're better at remembering my name than my assistant is. He keeps on forgetting my name, calling me duck and bird. It's unkind.
Is she calling her like the woman who saved her life? Her
No, she's
assistant?
referring to David.
Oh,
The old lady is nothing but
David,
peasantry to
fucking
her.
idiot.
that guy Dave, fucking idiot. Ah,
keeps
damn it.
swearing 'cause he
Did you
thinks it's
come in?
cool.
Ivo the Duck's journey has been a satisfying conclusion.
Each butt says, you've helped you, but you haven't helped Ivo. You gained 2 points.
What?
All right. Okay, carry on.
Every time Noah draws the duck, I think he's drawing like a Mighty Ducks character.
I love it.
So she just said it's unkind.
Well, I hope the world, the universe, is a little more kind now.
Wait. Oh no.
You
There's
didn't
more.
read,
There's
just
more
read your
dialogue.
line, Jesse.
Just read your dang line.
What I have, what?
What?
He calls you a... No? You don't have that?
You don't have that?
I don't have that.
She says,
Oh, wait.
"Call me duck or bird. It's
Never mind, I
unkind."
I didn't
Okay.
scroll.
Oh.
Okay.
He calls you,
Have a good journey.
Ivo interrupts.
Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
I'm gonna just make
wait,
a
I
prompt
was
here.
about to say something epic. Oh,
Oh, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
oh no, he literally goes, I was about to say something epic, and she's gone.
Does the duck just fly away into space?
Yeah, man. It's a space
Look, the
duck.
old
That's
lady.
romantic
No
AF. I love
goodbye.
this. But what about that beautiful song? Like
Oh no.
for nothing.
The duck's gone.
The duck has no remorse.
Can I get a reprise of that song from the perspective of the woman who's about to what
As
she's
the duck flies.
Well, let's find out what the duck is doing. Just as well, really. You've got enough going on right now and you don't have time to worry about some talking duck. You focus on the numbers. They spin and whirl in your head, a chorus of angelic voices screaming through your mind. It's almost too much to take in, and you begin to feel nauseous. We'll unpack that in a minute. Ethan, give me another song from the perspective of the lady whose duck is now
I feel like
flown
this
away.
is Brooks from Shawshank Redemption with his little pet raven, you know? And the raven just flies off.
What have I done? I turn my head for 1 second. I look back, and my duck is on the run. Was it me who did this? Was it me who drove her away? Was it me who said things that I can take back? And that's the reason that she won't stay. What the fuck, duck? What the hell is wrong with me? I turn my head for 1 second, and there you go, off into space, without me, without me.
So sad. So sad. Wow.
And the
beautiful.
duck does not give a hell. He does not care one bit.
You
Has
think
to be.
Ivo cares about you?
Ivo's got
and your-
eyebrows and then
Is
problems
this
of her own.
duck?
Who is this? And
Like
away
I've
she
played
goes.
a lot of characters in my life, but this one's changed me.
This is your seminal role, Lauren. That was beautiful.
You can die now. Like
Yeah, I'm done. Hashtag free Ivo. This song will have an Ivo the Duck montage. We get these like Sarah McLachlan black and white fading images of ducks flying in formation.
It's like what they always do at the Oscars when like an actor passes
Oh,
away
yeah.
and they show a montage of all their clips in slow motion.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, so the captain's just having a mental breakdown right now. Numbers are
engine is-
I hope
flowing through
everyone
his
else has
head.
fixed the engines.
Yeah. All right, dude. You got 20 minutes to wrap up this tale. What do you do? We got to enter the end
With
game
the-
now.
Armed with the code from the duck, I know exactly how to fix the engines. All it takes is a flip of the red switch.
Wait, that's it?
Back online.
That's all?
The code is nicknamed Deus Ex Machina.
Duck
In
Goose.
this case, it's Deus Ex Duckina.
Okay. Duck Sex Machina.
Duck sex.
The duck from the machine.
I feel like it should be yes we can, Nard.
Ow!
Ah, come on.
This is how they resolve their big plot twist? Angelic voices, question mark? Deus Ex Quackina. That's the one.
Yes.
Yes.
Duck eggs machina.
What concerns me is
Duck
how
eggs
many puns can we make based around ducks and Deus Ex Machina?
I think Duck
Do
Eggs
not
Quackina
like
is the
duck
best one.
eggs and ham.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I do not like them. Carlisle, I am.
Okay, you am armed with the code from Duck. and now
I
you
like green eggs and ham.
and now you know how fix engines. All takes flip red switch. Can I get some spooky angelic voices, please?
Like ooze?
Yeah, give me some oohs and ahs. Yes. The voices continue to grow in intensity. You feel like you're in the center of a tornado of sound. This is it, you think. This is
how I
how.
die.
With your last bit of consciousness, you'll roll over to the red switch and throw it. I'm gonna just hit enter. Next week, we need to do a Detroit Become Duck. For next week, you try to make the story about a duck in a dungeon would be like, no, let's make an epic space opera. The world turns from darkness into blinding light. The voices fade away into silence.
I always knew this is how it would be.
All right, a monologue.
I would have to sacrifice myself to save the universe. But little do they know, I died a long time ago.
Wow.
I've just been a robotic husk, walking through life, until that duck showed me what I was missing.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like he puts the me in medic.
And the dick.
I didn't want to make the joke, but I was just like, this is...
Literally everyone was thinking it.
I was gonna say ick.
Yes, right. Thank you, Ethan.
And then you said dick, and I was like, oh, I should.
Oh no, did I type dick instead of duck?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, thank God. I was watching it type out, and I'm like, the U and the I are right next to each other. And you just said dick, and I was like, oh no, don't do it. Don't do it, Jack. Why don't you read this monologue for me?
I always knew this is how it would be. I would have to sacrifice myself to save the universe. Little do they know, I died a long time ago. A walking husk, hulking through space. Until I met that duck.
That was the day you were supposed to flip the red switch, if you remember. But that was also the day you met Ivo, a talking duck.
It's also today.
It's the same day. Just happened.
Sorry, Lauren's lore, time is relative.
Oh, here we go.
So...
Oh, right. Thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence Lore. You laugh at the absurdity of it all.
How absurd.
You laugh at the absurdity.
How absurd.
Maybe the future won't be so bad after all. This feels like such a great ending. So I'm just going to put the end. And then we got about 15 minutes to just kind of faff around with something. Maybe we'll go see what's happening with the duck for an epilogue. Yeah, we'll enter an epilogue. And see if we can get the duck in. You the end. Damn it, I did it again.
That's like a bittersweet, you know?
Thank you for reading. Please consider donating. Any amount helps, even $1. Also, please vote and recommend my stories on Reddit's writing sub. Search r/short stories plus edition online usernames. Reviews, votes, and donations are much appreciated. You gain no
wait,
points.
I forgot about this self-destruct, and then I'm going to explode.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ. So everybody go post us in r/short stories, please. But you can't die. You're a robot. That's a good point.
But I flipped the switch. Weren't you paying attention?
We don't know what the switch means. All we did was
it saved everyone and killed me.
Here's the plot. Oh, Virtual Muffin subscribed at Tier 1. Friends, subscribing. Thanks. So let's get Ethan. Do you think you could comfortably summarize the plot of this adventure?
Yeah, and the more I think about this, the more I wish I smoked before this session.
Why do you think we drink?
Why do you think I've been drinking cheap wine this whole time?
But to summarize the plot.
Here's Ethan's summations with Ethan the summon.
Ethan the summer-upper of things.
Well,
nice one.
So we start with the medic. A medic decides to join the army, and a sergeant helps him along and puts him on a ship into space to go to the new Texas. And there he's put on a mission to fight these bad guys on another ship.
Yep.
You know?
Sure.
Sure. And then they almost do, but then some of the guys just walk away.
Right.
And then the captain comes out of nowhere and is like, I'm actually gonna fucking kill everybody.
Right.
And then Carlisle's like, no, I'm gonna kill you with what you just said you were gonna kill us with.
Right.
But it backfires into his own chest.
No, so what I seem to recall is he said, oh yeah, mutiny, and then he shot himself in the chest.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
I was trying to make
what happened.
Yeah, as a point, and then immediately reopened his eyes and stood up.
Iconic. And then you deployed some sort of parachute, a space parachute, that took you off the ship. Kind of cowardice, I may say, because the remaining people, minus a few, were murdered, and the ship was taken over. But then you used your computer coordinates on your hand.
Oh yeah.
To re-navigate yourself back to the ship. And okay, this is what lost me though. What happened to the captain?
So what happened was you got ejected into space, and then
Yeah, he got picked up by another ship.
another ship showed up, and then he climbed in, and then that ship rocketed away, and then you were like, "That's
Right.
unacceptable." And then look at your wrist, and you were like, "That's the way he's going." You get back on your ship, and you're like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And then they all think you're the captain now.
Right.
Yes.
Ethan,
Twitch
I'm
chat
sorry
says
if
the
my
captain
illustration
went into the
isn't
room
clear.
with the other 1,200
NPCs. So what happened next, Ethan?
So we hop on the ship, and there's two teams working on different things. We find out that one of the engines has malfunctioned. There was
all three of them.
chickenpox. All three of them have chickenpox.
Yes.
And while they're figuring that out, there's a duck in the corner, and he's like, "Is that a duck?" And then this old lady's like, "Yeah, it's a duck, but I can kill it if you want me to." And then he's
And
like,
everyone's
well, maybe not. And then she's like, "I'll sing a song about it, so we can all decide if I want it dead." And then emotionally, we decide that the duck has to live, and the duck lives. And Carlisle goes on a really intimate relationship with the duck in terms of putting the duck in his chest to download information.
Yeah,
as
we
needed.
don't really know why, but he
duck code,
decided.
guys. Come on, the
yeah,
duck code.
the Dudes United cuz kicking.
United, cuz
There was something about we needed to plug the duck into the ship in order to get the ship back up and running. Then we realized because we're a robot with a hole in our chest, we could just skip a step and just insert duck.
It's really
and then this duck
it's
reveals
genius when you
itself
think about it.
as a duck who can speak English.
Yes.
this whole
After a
time.
staring contest, yes.
Yeah, after the staring contest. And I'm like, you could have been, instead of quacking, you could have been talking this whole time?
I think.
What's your angle?
I had a gift from
A
Dad.
once interfaced thing.
Yeah, I think it was only because their minds they did like a mind meld, and then all she shared
I feel
the
like
numbers.
the duck speaking was something only I heard in my head.
Yeah, because David tried to acknowledge it, and you were like, "No, fuck you, David."
What the fuck you smoking?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about David. He was such an in and out character.
Everybody forgets about David.
He had his fly down. He was honestly HR should have been all up on that shit.
Yeah, David's very problematic. We interfaced with the duck, learned the code, and the code translated to flip a switch. We flipped a switch and then died?
And then died. The switch. You know what? This was all probably just a mind game in Carlisle's head. It's all a metaphor for some sort of internal struggle of Carlisle.
I would like to point to our epilogue now. We open on a duck, and the duck speaks.
We're here.
Says the duck.
Home. Sweet home.
You've never actually been in the control room before. It's much bigger than you expected.
This room rocks. Who is this?
I'm pretty sure that's our main character. This is
Okay,
many
I
years
don't know.
where you've entered another dimension where you and the duck can now be best friends, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah. My consciousness got uploaded into whatever.
Into the duck.
That's
When you
fun.
interfaced with the duck, your mind melded with the duck, and your consciousness was now
Well, I left
uploaded
my
into
body
the duck.
behind
Yeah,
in
and flip the
Nirvana
switch
with the
I'm
duck.
with the
here for
duck.
this. I like that.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
cool.
I like the hair on the duck to
This room
signify.
rocks.
You say.
I bet I could design anything from in here.
Wait,
Says the duck.
what?
I could.
What do you do?
I design a self-destruct button.
Son of a-
The very same one I shot myself with, because time is a loop.
Whoa.
Why?
Lauren's like, we
I
were
was
about to
vibing
end
with
it.
this.
It's so good.
Like we
because
were-
what we've done, we've found the line in time and space again, and we've crossed it now
Exactly.
into the great
Oh,
vault
Right.
beyond.
Let's not forget that that's a thing that exists in
It's
this
a
world.
physical thing.
A literal
the end of
time
the
and
line, yeah.
space.
You design a
sounds like-
self-destruct button, the very same one you shot yourself with, because time is a loop. You're not sure if the button does anything, but it makes you feel a lot better. Your skin turns blue and you grow a tail. You scream in horror as you realize that you become the one thing you hate most in the world. A duck.
The end. Nothing else.
The
There's
end.
Nothing
There's nothing else you can do.
This is where it stops.
I am so happy with how that turned out.
What a beautiful... You gain no points. Yeah! All right. Thanks, friends. All right. Well, we had 43 points through this adventure, and now we're gonna enter the end game, as they say. I would love a moral of the story before we end. All right, friends. Here's how moral of the story is gonna work. One word at a time. We were going to tell you what the moral of the story is. I will start, then Ethan, then Jesse, then Lauren, then Noah, and we'll keep cycling until we have a moral of the story. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, so I'm after Ethan?
Yes. So it'll go me,
I wasn't
Ethan.
paying attention.
I'm last.
Okay, one word at a time. It'll go me, Ethan, Jesse, Lauren, Noah, me, Ethan, Jesse, Lauren, Noah, etc. until we get the moral of the story.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is simple, and it goes like this. Whatever
The
duck
says
Just
look
beyond.
I'm after Jesse, aren't I?
No, that's it. Whatever the duck says,
Just
look beyond. A beautiful moral to a beautiful story. Friends, we're going to enter the end game, and that means that I'm going to ask the AI to generate song lyrics. And while we do that, why don't you guys postulate on the meaning of being a duck? I don't know. Riff.
Whatever
be
the
funny.
duck says, just look beyond.
Are we just
I
saying
need
ducks
that.
are
That should be
untrustworthy?
the prompt we give the.
Oh,
I need-
perfect.
I
Yeah.
need that on a T-shirt.
That's what we give. That's what we need to give the song generator.
Also,
I
I'm
think,
loving
therefore,
this
I
new
duck.
duck hair.
Right? This duck looking fresh.
Yeah.
How did the duck get Carlisle's hair?
The interface, Carlisle
did.
style, kind of imprinted on the duck. Like a part of Carlisle imprinted itself. So.
Oh, here we go. Guys, the song slaps.
Okay.
I'm going to send you guys the
Do we
link.
have a genre?
I'm doing a piano pop tune. Don't really know what it sounds like yet. I'll figure that out, but I'm going to send you guys all an invite so that you can all play along here. It's under my stuff. Here it is. This is going to be great. I'm very excited.
If there's ever merch based on this series, I'm going to make a shirt that is whatever the duck says.
Yes.
Just look beyond.
I also need merch of Ted's face.
Yeah.
There's
First ever
Ted.
episode.
We can have Bart with his soul.
I think I sent the link, unless I sent it to the official AI dungeon. Well, I sent it to the main discourse.
Yeah, it's in general.
Well, that's fine.
Okay. You set the bar very high, Jackson. I'm just gonna say.
Oh, guys, this course is awesome.
Oh my god.
Cool. There we go. Heading on into
Oh,
the
there's
first
some like
two.
call and response.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. Okay.
Jesse, I think I want you to lead this one on the 12 string.
Okay.
It feels like a campfire tune. In fact, do you want to take the chorus for us? Yeah, there we go.
I'm living for this.
What key are you in?
I'm in G, but I'm down a half step.
Yeah, I wondered.
I can cape
This
up.
No,
every
you're good.
week.
Keep it in F sharp. Let's do it. Play me a chord progression. What you playing? Yeah, that's perfect. All right,
The
I'm
only
still
problem is I
typing away.
can't scroll and strum at the same time.
Oh no.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna
Okay,
sing.
that's why you have
you
the
can pull up
chorus.
the.
Just look at it once.
If you pull up
Right.
the stream, I'll scroll for you.
Oh,
I
okay.
scroll
That's
and
no
play at the
chorus.
same time, and it's very stressful.
Who's doing what?
I haven't finished it out yet, but let's do Ethan. Why don't you start?
Okay.
Jesse will take the chorus. Lauren, why don't you take verse 2? Jesse takes that chorus
got
again.
it.
I'll take the bridge. Jesse takes that final chorus. Oh boy, I don't know if the duck is mentioned at all yet. Has the duck been mentioned? I'm not seeing the word duck. But
I mean, this is a beautiful song, but where
Sure
the
is.
hell is the duck?
It's singing.
The duck is implied.
The duck is
guys.
implied, guys. It's a Fiona Apple title. Where, we just kind of mentioned a duck because we're evocative of that. All right.
This is a duck evocative song.
Duck evocative. And I'm going to actually add a nice tag to this because I feel like it needs it. All right. I'm very excited for this.
Everyone hear the guitar?
Yeah, I think it sounds great. All right.
Oh, that
Here we go,
tag.
everybody. Hold on, Jesse. You count us in when you're ready. Whatever the duck says, look beyond. The classic from 1977.
Everyone knows their verses. Sorry, I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm verse 1.
Then you're on the
I'm the
chorus.
chorus,
Yeah.
right.
Lauren's verse 2, chorus, bridge. Cool. Take it away.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Quack, quack, quack.
I recall a time when you and I were strolling down the long pier. You asked me what's beyond this place, and as I spun this tale, I couldn't help but wonder where it all went wrong.
Hey, where do we go from here? Or was it just a dream? Was it just you whispering to me? Hey,
Hey!
where do we go from here? Was it just a dream? And where do we go from here?
I'm not sure where this ends, but it's beginning to feel like a weight on my mind. We're falling at a terminal velocity, and I feel you slipping away from me.
Hey,
Hey,
where do we go from here? Hey, was it just a dream? Hey, was it just you were whispering to me?
Take it again.
I said, hey,
Hey!
where do we go from here? Or was it just a dream? Was it just you were whispering to me?
I heard what you said, loud and clear.
You were whispering to me. I heard you. In the dark of the night, I heard this strange voice calling to me. And I was like, what? Who could they possibly be at this hour? And I looked around my room and I didn't see anybody. And I was like, what's happening? And then suddenly, I see him out the window. A beautiful duck flying into the distance. And I said to myself, this final chorus.
Hey, where do we go from here? Was it just a dream? Was it just you were whispering to me?
Everybody now!
Hey,
Hey!
was it just a dream?
Hey!
Was it just you were whispering to me? You were whispering to me, but I heard what you said, loud and clear.
You were whispering to me. Ah, beautiful. Hey, everybody, friends, family. Oh, wait, hold on. It's not over. The duck needs a solo now.
Are you where's
Right at the very end, Lauren, give us just the quack of the duck descending to the distance. Quack.
Quack!
Who could ask for anything more? Thank you, friends. We made it to the end. Thank you to Nicole RB for following the channel at the absolute last minute while we were singing a song. I couldn't acknowledge it and interrupt this beautiful song in order to spam the key of F sharp back at you. So, hey, this one's for you. Friends, stunning ending. What a beautiful song. That was a gorgeous song. I saw somebody ask if we do more than AI Dungeon here. To be honest, I stream like twice a week. On Wednesdays, I do a funny thing with my girlfriend where I make her play video games, but unfortunately, she has a job now, which means sometimes on Wednesdays she can't. Yeah, I know, but being an adult, right? So I just like play video games by myself, and that's kind of lonely and fun. But every Friday, I'll be here doing this with all these just crazy, silly, crazy people. I love them dearly. Let's go down the line and hear from all of them. I'm Jack. I'm your pianist. I'm an angry man. I yell a lot, and I try not to swear because my mom's watching, and she got mad at me the other day. I cannot express to you the silent anger that one feels after saying, I think you cussed too much on that show, and then just like silence descends onto the room.
It's taken over the entire episode.
The entire episode has been completely overrun.
I'm sorry, Tammy, but this is what happens when you try and fight it.
This is what happens. A dedicated... Yes. Immediately to my right is the one, the only, the very TikTok famous Ethan Chapman. Hello, friend.
Hello. Thanks for having me
Yeah,
tonight.
thanks for being here. You're so talented. We love you so much.
Thank you so much.
Is there
Tell me
anything
more.
anything fun you want to plug?
No, just what... No, I don't even... We haven't even announced what we're doing publicly. So,
No.
No, so nothing as of yet. Just follow me on TikTok at Happy Chappy Official. Instagram, Ethan Chapman Official. There's nothing official about me. I never know what I'm doing. That's my motto.
It's beautiful. Ethan, Jesse, Lauren, and some other people we were all on the show. We're in a show. We haven't announced it yet, but you'll see it eventually. I'll talk about it. It'll be great. Everyone we've seen. Eric from last week is in the show. Who else? Was there more people? No one else. We haven't had Jason or Taryn on, so just these guys. We're in a show.
Almost had Astrid.
Everyone's still talking about swearing. Astrid was almost here, but she is in a meeting. So we'll have Astrid. A very long meeting. Astrid will be here next week, ideally. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping.
I'm not involved with this other project.
No, Noah's not involved. Noah's just cool, and we love him very dearly. Immediately to the right.
Justice for Noah.
Justice for Noah, hashtag. Immediately to the right of Ethan Chapman of TikTok fame, we have Jesse. Of making his own alcohol, cussing constantly, guttural voices, too much throat.
I got 12 gallons of mead behind me, 6 gallons of wine. I make stupid voices. I'm a former child television host.
Former child.
Follow me on all my social at This Is Jesse Here. Check out J Beam Plays on Twitch, where you're gonna see me make an ass of myself on video games, and it's gonna be great.
Jesse, here's a complete and random aside. I've recently really got it into Hunt Showdown, and I have no friends who have played it. Have you ever heard of it / have any interest in this?
No, but I'm going to play it with you now.
Great, because I want friends. It's great. We'll talk about it later. Immediately to his right, it's the one, it's the only. We love to see her, and we love to hear her, and we love her in general. It's Lauren.
Thank you so much for having me. You're welcome to follow me on Instagram. It's Lamb Jam without the B. So like LAM.JAM, because I was in the 8th grade when that happened. So.
Oh man. The worst time to have any social media is the prime age to make social media.
When I was in
You know what's so funny? Like I literally asked my mom. I was like, "What do I do?" And that's what she suggested. And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, so it's your mom's fault. If we've learned anything today, it's that just moms know best. They ruin everything. What's up, Ethan?
My nickname growing up was Chappie, and my first name Ethan, middle name Wayne. My mom was like, put EW Chappie. What the fuck does that spell? Ew. So for 10 years of my life, people would be like, Chappie@hotmail.com.
Oh,
It'd be like if I kissed someone who had really chapped lips, I'd be like, ew.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I feel
that's what
you.
we're evoking. That's disgusting. That's horrible. My
That one is
nickname
rude
since
to
the 4th
people.
grade was Jax, Jax, and that was also my nickname through high school as well. That's how Noah knows me.
That's how I first met him.
You know, that's my brother's name. That's what we call him.
Really? Is your brother's name Jackson?
Yeah. I've told you that.
Oh yeah, right. I am your brother. We discovered this last week.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
My brother's name is Jackson. We call him Jax, Jax.
Therefore, I am his
Okay,
brother.
yeah.
This is how math works.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
All this to say, introductions.
And immediately to her right, though you can't see him, but you can feel him in your ears when he says things. Feel him with your eyes when he draws them as well. The one, the only, the very confused, and someday I'll write how I'll introduce him. It's Noah.
Literally every introduction of me has made me think, wait a second. There's been no introduction where I've been like, yes, that's fine. I can accept that.
Tell us about you, friend.
Well, guess what? I am an illustrator. I don't just do it for this stream. I do it otherwise.
What?
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram under a really, really ridiculous name.
It's a great name.
Noah's Artisphere. It's a little bit weird to spell, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Actually, I
We'll
can write
figure it out
on
together.
the screen.
Oh yeah, you have that power.
Look at that. I have the power for you to see. I have the power of your eyeballs at my
Oh, I
disposal.
hate this. This is really uncomfortable. Jesse Beams, oops, typo. Nicely done, Jesse. Just completely.
This is why I was fired from my stenography job.
Go follow Jabem, please.
Jabembles.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, all of you, for coming out here and having a good time and putting up with this nonsense. We love you very dearly, and we will be back next Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because I realize now I have people from the other countries who like to watch this, and I can't keep saying 8 o'clock because that's not cool. No one can do that. It's like people trying to take a census once a year. Hashtag free Lauren. Hashtag free Noah. Hashtag Jesse. Sip,
Free
sip.
Willy.
Free Willy.
Hashtag free Ivo.
Hashtag free Ivo. Hashtag freedom. Unionize. All that business. Everybody have a wonderful night. I love you dearly, and so does everyone else here. And I give you just one big kiss with my piano. And it sounds like this. Bye!
That sounds like what a kiss should.